So, yeah, for those who are unaware of what kind of game Disco Elysium is, I don't even know if I can properly explain it to you, to be honest. It's like a point-and-click adventure game, murder mystery, kind of, with like tabletop RPG elements, in the sense that like we created our own character, we gave our character stats, and we have dialogue choices that affect things.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
And yes, there's a lot of dialogue and a lot of voice acting, so I did turn the game volume up more than I usually do. Just let me know if it's too low or too high. Editing is a freaking pain. It is. It's not my favorite thing to do. Baldur's Gate with a futuristic feel. See, I've never played Baldur's Gate, Reanimagus. I haven't even really heard of it, to be honest. Let me Google Baldur's Gate. Role-playing video games set in the Forgotten Realms. Dungeons and Dragons campaign setting. Yeah, it would be Dungeons and Dragons. This is very much similar in that regard, where you have a scenario and you have a character creation thing and you roll to see if you succeed at tasks. Why am I looking at this wall? I have a low percentage chance of succeeding at conceptualization. In the dimming light, some things become clearer. Cindy's artistic impulses are infectious, but it's still a low chance. So maybe we'll come back to this one. Oh, yeah, there's the dead body we're trying to solve. Oh, this is Kuno S. We're on the other side of the fence where Kuno... I'm scared to talk to her. She's very mean. Trying to edit down an anime ranking video. 100! Goodness gracious. How do you, like, maintain a standard for 100 thingamajigs to rank? That's very impressive. What made it to number 1?
Sneak up on me. Come to slit my throat in my sleep.
Yeah, there's a lot of visceral, crude dialogue like this in this game.
Logic error. She is not sleeping right now.
Pig's come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out.
No, why would you even say that? Are you sleeping right now? I'm sorry for sneaking up on you. I don't know. Oh, hydrate. Thank you so much, Reanimagus. Appreciate it. Is she finally eating? Oh, she's finally eating. Thank heavens. Okay, so I am trying to play this game as myself. I'm just role-playing me right now. Me as a... I don't know, an alcoholic, depressed detective, which is kind of hard for me to fathom. So what would I say? I would probably say, why would you even say that? I probably wouldn't even, I wouldn't be able to think of this smart-ass reply.
Then why are you sneaking up on me like that? It's not a good idea to scare me, pig. Not a good idea at all.
Oh, it was a tier list. Okay. Is it like modern anime or like anime that spans many generations? Because it's always hard to pick the top best thing that you've consumed in a category. Yeah, what would be my top anime?
Trying to sneak up on me.
Okay, she just says that. Okay, in the background, I'm trying to think of what my top anime is.
There must be another way into the building.
Thanks, Cam.
Can't get involved in this.
Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot. Another splattering of bullet holes on this wall. I'm getting a lot of items, which is great for my hoarding issues. Really? Did you have some hot takes? Controversial opinions? Can I talk to that guy from here?
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
It's the voice of someone who has something to hide, my liege.
You hiding something? Speak up, this is the police. No trouble for me, I just want to know what's going on here. Too late, young man, troubles found you. Yeah, I would go for the what's the term? De-escalating option is what I would go for.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
We really need to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
Yes, dude. Can't you tell?
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Oh, I guess maybe he's working or something right now. You know how people get when you don't rank their favorite things as highly as they do, but it's all preference? Oh, you have the... Yeah, I guess, you know, Twitch is the internet. You just have the general internet with their Twitter mindset on your back, I suppose. When, you know, obviously it's just your opinion, right? I hope it's not too stressful, DMano. But yeah, I'm so wary of that stuff. I don't want to expose myself to it really, even though I am on Twitch. I'm tiny. Could you tell me your name? Looks like you've got a good view of the backyard. Tell me anything about the hanging. Let's start with name.
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
That sounds fake.
That's definitely not his real name.
You're not actually...
No, of course not.
Yes.
Could you please lower your voice?
Okay. Tell me about the hanging.
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Did I?
Is someone else investigating?
I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure I didn't. I'm pretty sure I didn't already ask you.
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
And
Yes.
when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Muscular? Is it the guy from the strike?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He's an actor declaiming a soliloquy. See how you hang on his every word.
Top anime is easy. FMA Brotherhood. That's a good one. I think I am inclined to agree. That may also be the top one for me. Nothing else is coming to my mind that I think I could say is better. Then again, I don't watch a whole lot of
You didn't answer
anime
the
nowadays.
What were you doing?
It's really just the mainstream stuff. So I feel like my sample size is very small. Maybe there is one out there that is better than FMA Brotherhood, but that one's really solid.
I had a friend over.
Okay, what kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
Sunday friend? Is that an expression for something that maybe I'm not aware of?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the dull and darkening sky, the neighboring windows stand silent.
Okay, that's all I can talk to him?
We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Convince him to stay or let him go. It can't be retried. It's high though, so we're gonna try it. Okay, you have no idea too, Hoodie, right? It's not something that I'm just like completely oblivious about, I hope.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains?
Lower your voice. I'm just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet again somewhere else?
For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable.
He does want to help,
Something
doesn't he?
moves in the depths of his feline eyes, compassion, and a hint of understanding.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
But, hold on, what's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door.
Oh.
It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
Thanks, dude. What a nice man. He tried to help in his own subtle way. I appreciate that. Oh, do you guys like my gaudy blue jacket?
He's gone.
We should run after him, see where he went?
No point in
I
running.
don't think we can.
Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
So we just give up. You're right. He probably didn't have anything important to say. I mean, we should investigate that rock he was pointing to.
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. He did leave us a sign.
Muscular type.
Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that
Okay,
stone
Kim
right
caught
over
it
there.
too.
If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
Oh, there's probably a key hidden under the rock or something. Okay, I'll be right back. I just have to give Gypsy her chicken treats. And I'm gonna go get my bubble tea from the fridge. Be right back. Gypsy, you finished. Good girl. Okay. Yeah, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I do highly recommend it if anybody has not watched it in chat. It is a bit of an investment though. I think it's like 60 something episodes. But I mean, it's better than like One Piece, which is, I don't know, 800 episodes or whatever. Hello, my controller. Controller, thank you. Yeah, my gaudy blue trench coat. Goodness gracious. But it's giving us some kind of stat. Oh, it's a bum hat. Plus 1 reaction speed and -1 rhetoric. Bum brain. Oh, it makes us stupid, but our reaction speed is faster. Oh, we are so unfashionable. No one will take us seriously as a detective. Esprit de corps, suggestion, half-light. I do kind of want to, like, pay attention to the stats, but I also want to pay attention to the fashion choices at hand here. It does match our pants, though. The orange is a good complement to our pants. let's do a quick save. One Piece. Oh, you gave One Piece a D? Yeah, people will come after you for that, D-Mano. Totally. I totally see it. I've never watched it, so I have no opinion and am indifferent to it. Where's the rock that he was gesturing to? Here.
A stone, like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it.
Maybe?
There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This
I
must
take
be
the
for the
key.
front door. Pity doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments and the man can be in any of them. We'll just have to go in and see.
Okay, we can go in now. One Piece is too long. I do agree, D-Mano. That's why I will probably forever have no opinion on One Piece, other than I'm impressed at its good reputation and its extremely long runtime. I just don't have the time to invest in something like that anymore. Glasses? We can wear glasses! What do these glasses look like? Oh, they look silly. Balancing the books, -1 authority. Filthy boho, probably a narcomaniac. What is a narcomaniac? Yeah, another thing with this game is it's teaching me a lot of vocabulary. A pathological desire for narcotic drugs to relieve pain or discomfort. Oh. I mean, isn't our detective already kind of that? But we get +1 logic. Look how eccentric we look, guys. Everybody will listen to us now. Our powers of persuasion are at the highest they could possibly be. Oh, this is the balcony. Distant traffic, night is falling on the city. No, look at this first. Cigarette butts and electric wires. Huh? Okay, maybe let's keep looking inside first before we come out. There's a lot to do outside, it looks like. An old shoe rack, boots, sneakers, and old slippers. These shoes come in 3 different sizes. Apartment 12, a loud rumbling snore comes from within. Oh. The door opened, I didn't expect that. Maybe we should equip our flashlight. These shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. Oh no. Probably needs to be changed. Oops,
Yes?
oh, no, nothing. Yeah, I'm one to collect figures and nerdy merchandise. 5-pointed star on the wall. Yeah, nerdy merchandise, figures, and stuff like that. A lot of it is from video games, mainly. Right now.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says, number 11.
Number 11. Padlock. Examining the let's not look at the padlock just yet. Dang it.
It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
Tool not in hand. Okay, we'll get the tool out. Are we allowed to be doing this though? Like just breaking into random apartments? It doesn't seem very appropriate.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the wall
It's only
says
58%. Quick save. What have I been collecting? So I can quickly show you just what's around me. See, we have a blue spiny shell back here. This is like a cushion that I just have on my couch. And I have a Totoro pillow back there. We also have a question mark pillow up there. I have a Kirby blanket on my couch there. I have a bunch of pins on my desk over here. Let me show you. Here are the pins. I have a bunch of Zelda pins. There's a Krillin here from Dragon Ball. I had the little music notes that you get from upping your social links in Persona 5, and then Sonic Adventure 2, Shadow and Sonic. Yeah, these came with Tears of the Kingdom. It was like a pre-order bonus. And these pins my brother got me from Japan at the Nintendo store. They're so pretty. They are pricey, but they're pretty. Look how pretty and shiny. Oh my goodness. And I have another pin. Yeah, these are my silly pins. They're just from Artist Alley and eBay and stuff. I have a bunch of the World Ends With You pins, a Portal companion cube, Reboot, Undertale dog, Animal Crossing. These are all the World Ends With You. And the Shiba Inu, which is from an artist I really like. This was a pin I actually designed for a friend. They wanted a pin of their dog, so I actually designed this one. And then these two are just Canadian pins. There's like poutine, and then a school announcement box with "Oh Canada" there. Let's see what else I have on my desk. I have this phone case from The World Ends With You Neo. Most Infamous bought it for me. It was like something I had been eyeing for a really long time because I just really like the graffiti art. But it's so pretty, I'm basically never going to use it. It's going to be one of those things that just stays in the box so I can look at it. It's too pretty to use. It's too pretty. Did I do anything to commemorate Canada Day? Eat poutine? Nope. We pretty much just stayed home and were lazy the whole day. Yeah, my family's on vacation right now. Like, my parents went on vacation. Usually we might do a barbecue or something since it's just a long weekend. But yeah, no, we were just lazy this whole weekend. I did some chores. I did some errands. I did some real life stuff. But yeah, like all of yesterday, I was just playing Zelda. Oh, I have some stickers. I have this sticker of Sonic that says "Gotta go fast," and I have this sticker of Piccolo that says "#1 dad." Ha ha ha, because, you know, he's a better dad than Goku. This is my Vivi plush. My very, very expensive Vivi plush that I bought from the Square Enix store. It was because I streamed Final Fantasy IX for the first time, and Vivi's my favorite. Vivi's everybody's favorite, okay? If Vivi's not your favorite, something's wrong with you. I did a commission for one of my friends for a 3D printed statue. And this was basically my reward to myself for finishing the commission. I was like, I'm gonna splurge on this expensive collector's plush of Vivi. So he also just sits on my desk. Oh, this thing is pretty cool. I have this was a work perk. I don't know if we have any fans of John Wick in chat. But I have a coin from John Wick. I have one of the tokens that they use to book a night at the Continental. It's because one of the parks I worked on is it's Motion Gate themed. It's in Dubai, and we worked on a John Wick roller coaster ride there. So my art director, who went to visit the opening of the park, he got these coins for the team, and I was like, dang! I get to book a night at the Continental now! But yeah, it comes in this nice box, and I also just keep it on my desk and stuff. I'm pretty proud of that project. We worked really hard on it, and it actually got built, and now there's a John Wick roller coaster out there in the world. It's pretty sick. Mischief, welcome. Yes, we're playing more Disco Elysium. I'm in the apartment building right now, but I'm just showing off like some of the nerdy stuff I have on my desk right now. Yeah, that's what I have on my desk. There's a whole bunch of stuff on like shelves behind me, but I basically have a bunch of Nendoroids. Nendoroids are these like little chibi figures that the Good Smile company makes. And we have some amiibos on the shelf over there too. Yeah, my Nendoroids are mainly the Zelda ones. I have Isabelle from Animal Crossing. I have Kirby and I have Meta Knight. I pre-ordered King Dedede. I think King Dedede is on its way. And also Waddle Dee is pre-ordered because I love Kirby. So let me see if I can just quickly show you guys with my crappy webcam. Oh yeah, I have some prints up here by Cypher-Tree. It's the Castlevania trio from the animated series. And yeah, that little baseball case up there is where I keep my Nendoroids. And we have some of the Smash Amiibo up there. We have Sephiroth, we have Kazuma, Banjo, and Terry Bogard, and a bunch of Mario Lego minis, because my brother likes collecting those too. But yeah, that baseball case is full of Nendoroids, so I'm gonna need to find a different place for the new ones I have coming in. Oh. Yeah, nerdy stuff! Woo! There you go. We have a lot more amiibos and stuff at my parents' house because their house is bigger.
A five-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words.
Huh? Is this in the game or is this in real life? This doesn't seem like a real life symbol, is it? Inspect the symbol closer.
The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mezov and the communards during the revolution.
Okay, it's an in-game lore thing. Okay. Thank you, Dimano SG. I'm sure you probably have nerdy things too. We live in a smallish apartment, so a lot of the stuff is still at my parents' house because they just have more space. I mean, I don't know, one day, I dream of having a room that is big enough to have shelves to hold all my nerdy things, you know? John Wick, yeah. Rianni Magus, I hope you had a good Canada Day. Are you like in Canada now? I think so, from what I remember of the timeline you had told me about. But yeah, I would love to hear about your Canada Day if you did anything. It's in-game but close to real life, okay.
Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure.
The dream shelf. Oh, a bigger manga takes up so much space. Absolutely. But it's so fun to look at. A separate room for each nerdy thing? Oh, I wish, Mischief. If only Canadian real estate wasn't so bonkers, you know? I do have a lot of statues and stuff from my previous job in toy design. Like, I have this big Gramash Hellscream statue that I worked on for Blizzard, and it's in a giant box. And it's heavy. It's like a giant spiky baby with how heavy it is. And you need like an entire glass cabinet thing for that. But it's just sitting in its box at my parents' place. Because I'm like, there was no room for a Gramash Hellscream here. Oh, she's Cory Bear. Thank you so much for lurking. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I hope you're having a good night. I did the most Canadian thing of going to Tim Hortons to get a bagel. Nice, Rihanny Magus. Unfortunately, Tim Hortons is not really that Canadian anymore. Since they're definitely in the US as well, and I think they are run by the US. Yeah. Timbits are good. Timbits are always good at Tim Hortons. I will say, I'm not a coffee drinker, so I can't attest to this, but I do feel like the overwhelming opinion of Canadians is that Tim Hortons coffee has gone down the drain. And McDonald's coffee is where it's at. If you want the affordable but good coffee, you should go to McDonald's. But yeah, other than that, Tim Hortons food is also very much not the greatest. It used to be better. The donuts used to be better for sure, but now they're really not that good. Timbits are pretty much the only thing I go to Tim Hortons for nowadays. When I have the craving for Timbits, I will go. Yeah, it's kind of a sad shell of what it used to be. There's room in your apartment if you sacrifice your furniture. We actually don't have that much going on, D-Mano. A lot of the furniture is gypsies, to be honest. Like, I have a cat tree, and I have her cat hideaways, her cat bed over here. We have a love seat, which is like the smallest size of couch you could possibly get. And yeah, we have a shelf there, a bookshelf, which doesn't take up that much space, but that's where we keep all our nerdy art books. And then the rest is kitchen and bedroom, essentially. Oh, you don't drink coffee. Okay. Yeah, then it doesn't matter to you.
To symbolize the toppling of the old order.
I see.
Also, some social democrats were already using it.
Social democrats were using the right side up star?
The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world, and at the same time above it. Because white is the color of peace.
I mean, that's open to interpretation. For Chinese people, white is the color of death, so...
Nothing at all yet. Right now, it's just meaningless.
I guess for
shapes
Western
on the wall.
culture, maybe it's the color of peace. I see. Okay, so, we were gonna try and open the door.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the boards. What are
Damn
you?
it!
You're trying to cut the body of the lock with the chain cutters, and it's really not working.
I believe it's the shackle you mean to cut, Detective.
Oh, it didn't work because I'm stupid?
He's just trying to help. Don't take it bad.
Yes,
Relax.
I know he's trying to help. These chain cutters are broken, Kim. Don't you think that's what I'm trying to do? I mean, I clearly haven't been doing the right thing. This can be interpreted as a joke, so I'll say this.
Perhaps you should give it another go.
We can? Oh yeah, we can. It's higher now. Thanks, Kim.
What are you doing?
Oh my
You're trying
gosh,
to
why
cut
am
the
I so
body of the
bad
lock
at
with the
this?
chain cutters, and it's
I believe it's the shackle you mean to cut.
My
Detective.
morale, because I keep doing the wrong
He's
thing.
just trying to help. Don't take it bad. Relax.
I am trying. I'm trying.
Perhaps you should give it another go.
Oh. Put skill points into interfacing to open. Okay. We'll think about doing that later. I'm so bad at cutting the
You
stupid
hear
lock.
someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door.
Where
You can feel tension on the other side.
will they come to us if we knock again?
A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
This time the steps come closer. Who is this?
Do I have to open the door?
Her tone is getting a defensive edge.
Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Okay,
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
But we can ask her some questions,
It's
can't
generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason.
we? Okay, we'll leave. But it doesn't hurt to try and ask her questions. We got postcard. It's a cleaning lady.
Give me a moment.
Her knuckles white as bone. Oh, she needs to retire, maybe.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
Oh dear. Are you alright? Should I call a doctor? This won't take long. I only have a few questions. Are you alright?
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
You're
She
still
doesn't
worried.
seem fine.
It's very worrying.
Yes, I am worried.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
Who are you? I'm looking for a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, a smoker on the balcony. I have a few questions about these apartments. Let's get to know her first.
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
Do you live here?
If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room.
That's probably not good for her respiratory system.
It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
Okay, if you say so, ma'am.
Yes, I know who you mean.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble. I just want to talk to him. Do you know where he lives? He's wanted for murder. He's going away for life. No. Do not alarm the poor lady. Just tell the truth.
Talk?
Oh no. We made her
He lives
cough.
upstairs in room 28. Go to
Oh,
the
thank you,
balcony.
ma'am.
It's one of those doors there.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
Ask away, policeman.
Who lives in apartment number 10?
No one lives there. It's been empty for months.
But someone was...
Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there. Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a
Counterculture?
public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
Sure, we'll take a look.
Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the
Okay,
hallways
ma'am,
with
there's no need to
trinkets
be
and
so
empty beer
vicious.
cans.
Padlock door.
That one is a scientist, a future scholar. I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study.
Astrology?
Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall.
You mean the star and antlers? I think that's the symbol of communism. Sure.
The symbol of what now?
Communism, you know, like in the World Revolution, you know, the ones who support the working class against capital. It's an idea. Is this what communism means to them? I guess. It's an ideology. It has some noble aims, but it's also been used to justify terrible bloodshed. It's for loons who have no idea how economy works. It's a symbol for contributing to the demise of our noble state in the name of some made-up world of equality. Communism, it's a political ideology. Okay, a lot of these are very heavily opinionated, I can tell. We did, last stream, we did do a whole internal monologue thing where we were deciding if we were a communist or not. I went with not. We're not a communist. There are some good things, there are some bad things about communism. Terrible bloodshed. I think Joyce or Janice, whatever that rich old lady, I think she explained some of this terrible bloodshed to us, but my head is still kind of fuzzy from that. She spieled a lot of political background to us. So I don't know enough about this terrible bloodshed to really say it as truth. It's for Loon. No, that's definitely not true. There's a lot of emotion behind it. It's not just because they don't know how economy works. Demise of our noble state in the name of some made-up world of equality. That's definitely too opinionated on the other side. There are things to be understood on their side as well. They do have, yes, there are noble aims behind communism. It's just sometimes the execution is not great. This is the most true statement we can possibly say to a complete stranger.
Ah, all I know about politics is that it's brought us more harm than good.
Who lives behind the padlocked door? What can you tell me about Cindy? That's all, thanks.
The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She reads the walls
Communism tier
faster
list
than I can
incoming.
clean 'em.
I don't know
Still,
enough, honestly, Dumano. Sipping my bubble tea. I do keep up with Canadian politics. Of course, American politics trickle down to Canada, but for the most part, I just try to keep up to date with Canadian politics. And I've said before in stream, like, I'm left-leaning, left of center, I would say. I do not know how far left, but I am certainly on the left. I don't think I'm extremely far left, but I'm definitely not centered. Not so much anymore, I don't think. So that's how I'm playing this right now. It's just I'm playing me. How we are thinking carefully about how to explain communism to a cleaning lady. Does everybody think really hard about how to define communism to her?
she leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
Thanks, lady. A firing squad for the rich. What is this, like, taped across their door? Foreclosed by Martinez Realty Associates. We're up above you. That is true, that is true. Okay, I should just say some American politics kind of leak over into Canada. Torn down the wall. I try to keep up with tasty burritos and consuming good food. That is a great mindset to have, Odon. Consuming good food is the few joys we can have in life. Also, hi, Odon. How are you doing? Waves crashing in the darkness. Gonna go lie down, have a good stream. Okay, Rihanni Magus, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I'm glad you have traveled safely. Good luck with your job interview. And enjoy Canada. Our air sucks right now. It's hot, but do try to enjoy Canada. I believe in the trickle-down theory, most infamous. I never made it this far into the game. We're not too far, honestly, Odon.
What happened here?
You can't foreclose on an apartment with a hole in the wall. This looks so sad. This does look so sad.
Put your emotions aside.
Oh, I damaged
Try
my
to
own
focus
morale.
on
Shoot.
abstract, impersonal things.
But that is what I would think. I would say it looks so sad and I hurt my morale.
But this reeks of sadness.
You can't foreclose on an apartment with a hole in the wall.
It will still be accessible through the apartment next to it.
That is what
That
would
one
happen
didn't
to
have a
me,
door.
though.
Sadly, nothing of great value remains here.
This is a very accurate interaction that I would have with an apartment like this. I would know because I have been looking inside houses lately. My first thought is always, oh, this is very sad. And then my morale takes a hit. This is too real. I'm way too hot with an industrial cooler pointed at my back. Oh my gosh, Odon. How hot is it where you are? Because today was so humid. In Toronto, which is already quite moderate and mild, all things considered. Is there something in the fridge?
Indeed.
Cool, we got something. I know, my morale is low. I probably need to heal soon. But because I am a hoarder, we're not going to heal until we absolutely need to. This is the exit. We have another exit to the balcony over there. I think I interacted with everything, didn't I? What's this over here? Oh, money. Cool. Yeah, this game hits really hard sometimes, which is a good thing. It's very immersive. It's 32 in the San Francisco. Oof! Oh, that is far too hot. I'm almost convinced to bust out my AC unit, but the next week is much better. You're almost convinced at 32? Oh, you are much stronger than I, Mischief. At like 26, I'm like, it's too hot.
Ruination has come. The broken arches betray the once grand history of this building. It towered over the harbor until it happened.
Form a guess about what
A
happened.
great force from the northeast fired into the city. Heavy artillery shelled the coastline. Fired from the water. A straight shot into Revachol.
Oh my.
The tenement acted as a defensive wall against the worst of the shelling until it was destroyed, and they had a direct firing line. Those arches acted as support for only 3 stories stand where 9 to 12 once did. Restoration has found the waves of the Martinez Inlet.
I am
roll
reading in
over
my
the
head, so
fallen
it's a bit
remains of the
faster than
building. The dark waters obscured the better
voiced
part of the
lines.
remains. What didn't fall into the ocean was used as scrap. What wasn't used as scrap was thrown into the ocean. A fleet, the combined armies of Occident and Grad. With Mesk volunteers, they massed airships further down in the Bay of Revachol. Many are still there to this day. If you squint, you can just barely see the shadow on the water, far in the northeast. Cannons still ready to placate Revachol.
35 outside without the cooler. It got up to 40 inside. Ooh, jeez, that is too hot. Thanks to the cooler, it's closer to 20. Okay, 25 is bearable. 25 is what we keep our apartment at as well. Okay, I'm glad you have the cooler, Odon. Otherwise, I'd be so concerned for you, because my gosh, I can't with those temperatures.
The coalition. But that was a long time ago. I think we should move on. It's chilly up here.
He does not like talking politics of this kind.
Yeah, so, for those who are unfamiliar, this is what my skills look like right now. I put a lot into intellect and psyche, which is like book smarts, and then emotional intelligence. My physical skills are the lowest, because that's how I am. And my motor skills are second highest, because I do think I have good hand-eye coordination / technical skills. I can type at 140 words per minute, so that's my justification for putting more skill points into Motorix. But yeah, our physical skills are terrible, because, yeah, I'm not athletic at all. And I crowned empathy, because I do feel like that's probably one of the stronger skills I have is empathy for others. And I think I was trying to decide between empathy and interfacing, which was, like, yeah, machines, technical stuff, picking locks. Oh, Gypsy. Hello, Gypsy. You don't want to hang out on your bed? We do have some skill points to spend. What did I need to... I needed to spend it on interface to get into the door, I think. Maybe we should do that. I'll think about it. I will think about it. We may choose to just spend a skill point in interfacing. Oh shoot, this is where I came in. The rest of the house is a lot warmer. Oh, just stay in the office. Hang out in the office forever. Can you type and talk on another topic at the same time?
The piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are.
That is a good question, Mischief. I haven't needed to do that. I think I probably could, but my typing would be slower for sure. Buffoonery may be one of my stronger skill sets. Kidding. I mean, our detective is a little bit of a buffoon. Even with our high intelligence stats. Like, at the beginning of the game, I died twice trying to remove my tie from the ceiling fan in our hotel room. Like, if you started the game, you remember at the beginning you're in your hotel room and you gotta, like, assemble your clothing, right? I died twice trying to get my tie. So, we are a bit buffoonish. That's right, we've evolved. You're in trouble now, little lady. We cops don't like closed doors or unreachable perches or people having high ground on us. We can play into her derogatory remarks.
Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
This might make her more friendly with us.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Uh-oh. What kind of vandalism was she planning? Okay, we asked her all these things before. Is that heavy fuel oil?
Red-dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
She really did it. She's proud of it too.
Fumes are bad for you, okay? You'd better hand it over. That's some clever cultural commentary. Is that in reference to her saying aquarels? Because I don't know what aquarels are either. I have my browser open at all times for this game. Aquarel. Oh, a style of painting. I'm an artist, but I don't know this. Oh, it's watercolors. Oh, it's another word for watercolors. Okay, geez. Yeah, I did think it was paint. Fumes are bad for you, okay?
Something to think about next time you're driving around in your pretty little piggy carriage.
Alright, catch you later, Cindy. Oh. What is this? The commentary refers to the cop car. Oh. Someone's sleeping here. Cindy? She's got a black cat on her pillow. Enough coal to last for several winters. Smells of chemicals. Pants! Pour l'homme laborer jeans. We gotta check out the clothing every time we get something new. The commentary refers to the cop car, like artists repurposing enforcement's vehicles. Oh. Yeah, that would certainly be some kind of political commentary. Crimson bottle of cheap sugary wine made of poverty, sugar, artificial taste enhancers, and a vague memory of grapes, guaranteed to color your lips. Is this our lipstick? +1 physique, -1 morale. We don't have any morale to minus anymore. Oh, it's like a temp buff item. It has 3 uses for when we really need physique or something. Are these shorts? They look like shorts. Oh, they are full-length pants. Never mind. Electrochemistry, -1 reaction speed. Although these jeans look worn, the wearer must have had an ass given to them by the mighty Lord himself. That beautiful peach-shaped man-ass has imprinted itself so deep in the fabric you can't help but wonder if wearing them would start molding your own vague rear side into a more shapely form as well. I don't know. It's not jiving with our outfit right now. It's not fitting the vision we have. I might wear it later. Alright, it's always good to get some more clothes. We like clothes. Okay, we examined everything. Our morale is so low, Dimano. Just like in real life. Tarps flap in the wind, forgotten hammers and nails rust. Door's locked, you can't get in. The chair's new. Someone lives back here? Someone lives back here in this jail cell? Goodness. I like the skull she painted on her little abode. It's a nice touch. Okay, let's go back on the other balcony. Mailbox is overflowing. How do we get into this apartment,
You
though?
hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
Buff your morale while you have items? I guess I should. What was that sound? That was like some squeaky styrofoam sound. Like, is it important to have max morale? How many items do I have? Yeah, 2 out of 4, 1 out of 2 health. Our authority and suggestion are quite low, which sounds about right. I never feel confident in my own authority. Like, especially with kids and stuff, whenever I'm talking to young kids, I never feel like I have any authority over them, you know? If they do something bad, I have no idea what to do. The thing about morale in this game is that I have no clue. Have you played or heard or seen any gameplay of this game, Dimano, Disco Elysium? It's only important to have more than 1 morale, as you might not be quick enough to heal. Oh, good to know, Mischief. Thank you. Like I might be so depressed or something that I can't even use the healing item if I press right on the D-pad. I could see that happening in this game. I totally believe it would happen in this game. Oh my gosh, we're only at 12% and 22%.
You hear someone walk.
Excuse me? Of course not.
You have plenty of reason to enter.
I don't need a warrant if I suspect there's been a break-in. Are you cooking morphine? Okay, let's not jump to that. Let's not jump to that quite yet. Then open the door so I can verify your identity. Okay, this is a bit aggressive. Let's go with this one.
Oh, come on.
That was smart.
Yay! Kim approves! That's another thing with me. I'm so desperate for my superior's approval. Like, I'm desperate for my parents' approval. I'm desperate for my boss and managers and coworkers' approval. Like, whenever someone compliments me at work, which I do a good job at my work. I'm like, I've never had any complaints about my job, but whenever someone like directly compliments me, I'm like on the moon, you know? They're like, oh, you're so reliable. You do such good work. And then I'm just like in shoujo manga land with all the flowers and the shiny bubbles. And I'm like, yes, I'll be reliable for you, you know? I'm hopeless in that regard. So when Kim says that was smart and nods toward me, I'm like, yay, Kim likes me. I've heard great things about Disco, but have never tried it myself. Same here, Dimano SG. I had also heard fantastic things about this game, and it seemed really up my alley because the art style is beautiful. I saw the character portraits and I was like, those are beautiful. And it's a murder mystery, which I really like. I like murder mysteries. I like point and click murder mystery games, especially like Ace Attorney, Danganronpa. Ghost Trick. Ghost Trick is making a comeback. Ghost Trick was really good. I love those kinds of games, so I was like, okay, I'm not going to find out anything more about Disco Elysium. I'm just going to play it myself at some point. So here we are! That's how they make you do more work in the office instead of more material rewards. Yes, I do recognize that, Mischief. When I was in my young 20s, doing internships, architectural internships, I definitely got taken advantage of. I was paid peanuts and did way too much work. I have better boundaries on that now. It's still something I'm working on because I'm still very much privy to working very, very hard just for approval and not necessarily money. But I am doing a better job of standing up for myself and speaking up for my accomplishments to get tangible rewards. It's a skill. It is a skill you have to develop, and it's definitely hard for, I think, my type of personality that's more wallflowery, blending into the background like I'm a follower, not a leader. I'm perfectly fine being a cog in a machine, you know, as long as I'm a good cog. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's something I'm still working on. Wait, why didn't she open the door? There we go. Hello. Why is it so dark in here? Oh, there we go. What is Ghost Trick? You know, Dimano SG, you know what Ghost Trick is. Have you gotten any farther in it? Thanks, Mischief. Like, yeah, I'm just saying it's something I struggled with, especially as, like, a woman in the workplace, especially, like, me, who looks way younger than I actually am. A lot of people would think I was, like, 16 or something when I was in my 20s, and they wouldn't take me seriously, obviously, because I look like a child to them. So, that was a struggle, especially when I was in positions of authority, like managing other people. No one would take me seriously. So it was hard. It was something I had to learn, where I had to be like, look, I'm in charge. What I say is what goes. People still didn't take me seriously, to be honest. They just had to do it. A blister pack of medicine peeks out of the box. You should take it. Medicine? Hypnogamma. Fine mattress.
Satisfied? My name is
Oh,
Marielle
Lord.
Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see?
Her portrait is terrifying. She's like a freaky clown from It. I started using the expression, I'm putting your request on my shortlist. This way they still feel important. It depends on the job, for sure, Mischief. I'm very much in a production role at my job. I just kind of sit at my desk and I make things to show to clients. So it's... yeah, a lot of the time it's just like people asking me to do things, and I have to be like, okay, like how should I prioritize? Would you like me to do this first or that first? Which one do you need faster? And then I have to just give them reliable estimates, like this will take me X amount of hours. You will get it tomorrow or by end of day. Blah blah blah. And you're usually content with that as long as you communicate accurate timelines. Your job has a lot of ups and downs. For the most part, it's a good job. I'm very happy with it. I only played the demo, but I really do want to get the full game when it goes on sale. It's 30 USD right now, which actually isn't too bad. Isn't it on sale right now? The Steam summer sale. I'm pretty sure it's like really cheap right now. Hold on, let me... Because I bought it when it was on sale. It was a different Steam sale, but it was like 11 Canadian dollars, so it must be even cheaper in US. But yeah, check on Steam. I'm pretty sure it's on sale right now. But yeah, this real estate agent is terrifying.
Her voice is really cheerful, despite her obviously hating you.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
Inspect the passport. I don't need your ID, I just need to ask you some questions. Doesn't hurt to inspect.
It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her with shorter hair inside, along with all her personal details.
Nice haircut. Everything seems to be in order. Okay, this can be read as snark, so let's not say that. We'll just say this.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour.
What are you doing here?
I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place.
Sounds like they knew how to have a good time. Reprehensible. Who lived here? I F shit up to. Reprehensible. Who lived here? This is a more direct way of getting more information, so I think I will ask this.
It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent.
Not all businesses
A
succeed.
sudden serious look crosses her face. This story didn't have a happy ending.
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm in a hurry.
Isn't it a bit late to be working? Who lives in the apartment
Oh,
in the
that's
hallway?
another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but... And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall.
Oh dear.
A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that.
The sum must have been puny. Oh, it irks her. The incompetence.
Incompetence irks me too, I'm not gonna lie. I do get a bit annoyed when I feel like I have to teach people basic knowledge. It doesn't happen very often at work, but sometimes. My money has also disappeared, I think. It couldn't have been that much money. These apartments look pretty shabby. So wait, what happened with the wall? Let's just ask what happened to the wall. I don't think we need to comment on the property.
Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to... Both apartments are now unrentable. Both.
Isn't it a bit late to be working?
It is. Everyone
She's
says
box
the real
breathing.
estate agents don't do anything. But here I am in the middle of the night cleaning up someone's crash pad. So, the sooner we get this over with, the better.
Okay, she means you. Time for the next question. That's all.
Of course. What now?
Oops. No, nothing.
Of course.
There's something over here. Oh wait, that's in the neighboring apartment. Okay, we're done here. Okay, well, we looked into the apartment for the old lady. Let's go talk to her.
Give me a moment.
Oh, it's just a real estate agent.
I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them.
Yes, some highly technological wizards are going to save this place. It'll be a visionary innovation utopia. There's a typo there. That should be a visionary innovation utopia. No one is coming. There will be nothing but squalor unless we start killing real... Whoa! That escalated too quickly. Lax woman and sexual deviance. That's who will come. Spit. Okay, no, don't do that. I'm sure everything will be fine. This apartment building needs slow change. Imperceptibly slow. We'll just say this. This is appropriate to say to a stranger.
Yes. Well.
Your statements are too vague to comment on.
Yes, that's on purpose. I do that on purpose.
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
Is empathy talking about me? You must be mistaken. I'm a real radical. Oh yeah, they are talking about me. That's me, Mr. Reasonable. Someone's got to keep it sane around here. This is because I keep saying none of the above to political stuff, isn't it? The game is calling me out. The game is pointing their finger at me and being like, you're being moderate. Get radical! Mr. Reasonable. I mean, reasonable is up for debate because some might say I'm not being reasonable. This.
It's also about that, but it's also more. Perhaps it's the hangover. Perhaps it's a temporary surge of serotonin, but something tells you it's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
Kingdom of Conscience. Where is it? No more talks. Sign me up for the passport. I'm too fiery for this watercolor ideology. I'm trying to develop more extreme and interesting opinions. Where is this Kingdom of Conscience?
It is not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times.
Okay. Sorry, this is totally random, but I'd love to ask you guys something. This is just beverages in general. It doesn't have to be bubble tea, but I have a problem, so it's about bubble tea for me. How do you guys feel about paper straws? I'm opening a can of worms here. I'm actually not totally opposed to them. They've been fine for me. I have not really had bad experiences that other people have had with paper straws. Even with bubble tea, they have been fine in regards to bubble tea. But I know a lot of people have strong opinions. Okay, how do you bring about these circumstances? That is an honorable goal. That is a stupid goal.
Incrementally. History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually, increment by increment.
What about all the things that are wrong now? Okay, but what's the Kingdom of Conscience actually like? This sounds mega boring. Count me out. Paper Strauss is my middle name. Paper straws dissolve too quickly. The moderate person asking... Yes, the moderate person asking opinions. I'm generally in approval of paper straws, is what I'll say. I don't know what you mean by... Okay, when you say dissolve, though, most infamous, like what... Like, how is it dissolving? Like, my paper straw, which I have had in my bubble tea for several hours now, is perfectly fine. It is still able to deliver grass jelly from the cup to my mouth. It's holding up and doing its job. So I think it's a success. Hi, Cassie Boschman. How are you doing? I've loved your recent clarinet covers that I see on Instagram. If they disintegrate after 1 minute. Yeah, I've never had a paper straw disintegrate. So I don't really know what people are talking about. Why not use them if they're better? They function. Yeah, J still M. They function just fine for me too. I don't know what this disintegration is. Maybe I've just had really good paper straws. I don't know. Thank you for lurking, Cassie Bossman. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I have never experienced straw dissolution either. They split open? What have you been doing to your paper straws? Mine have never split. They still maintain straw structural integrity. Clarinet. Yes, J still M. Cassie Bossman plays clarinet, and she plays it very well, and she does a lot of video game song covers. You should follow her on Twitch and on Instagram. Let me give her a shout out. Yes, she does stream on Twitch, but I see most of her clarinet stuff on Instagram. And while you're at it, follow DManoSG, who is Cassie Bossman's partner, who also does variety gaming on Twitch. They are lovely, lovely streamers. Please go follow them. I think this is a straw man argument. Ha ha ha, Mischief. Ha ha ha. Okay, I have to think about what this kingdom of conscience is.
The kingdom is difficult to comprehend, and even partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The kingdom of conscience is post-capitalist, post-national. It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even
I'm not
post-sexual.
understanding what they're trying to tell me here. Sounds incredible. Allons-y. Let's go there right now. That seems fine. I still want to live for the present, though. That sounds kind of terrible. I don't think I want to be a moralist anymore. What am I opting into? I don't understand what the game is telling... I need to, like, go back and... Okay, yeah, what is this? Reports of normal, reasonable, temperate political opinions. It's time to become a citizen of the kingdom of conscience. It is not a place, it is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times. Human history's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place too quickly. Yes, I suppose you could say that. Progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. It is difficult to comprehend. I'm really, really trying right now. It needs to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The kingdom of conscience is post-capitalist, post-national. You opt into being known as a moderate moralist, it doesn't really break anything. I'm scared, though. I'm scared to put labels on things. I don't want to label me. I don't want to label myself. I have no idea what I am in this game. Other than, you know, a depressed alcoholic. Oh, no problem, Cassie Bossman. No problem, DMano. It's another ideology. It's my mother's main instrument for teaching. It really got into my head. Clarinets sound wonderful. They're very chill and zen instruments, I would say. This is exactly what moralists do. They refuse to assign labels quickly. So I guess I am. I should just opt in as a moderate moralist. That seems fine. I still want to live for the present, though. What do they mean by live for the present? I guess we'll opt in. It sounds like this is an accurate description of me, so... I'm usually empty-headed, so all this text would have me delirious. It has a lot to take in. This game has a lot to tell. But I'm so invested and I'm so interested. So I'm trying my best to really fully understand everything this game is telling me. Which means sometimes I linger on these decisions for a very long time. I hope nobody's very annoyed with me. She prefers to live on the edge? Oh no, that's not true. I'm very risk adverse. I hate risk. Risk is terrifying to me. To do is to be. To be is to do. Do be, do be, do. Wonderful. Okay, I guess we'll opt in if this is what we are. It sounds like this is what we are.
Slow down, Mr. Reasonable. Did you miss the part about compromising and taking things slow?
Alright then, let's get there eventually.
Right. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for Revachol. When that real democracy kicks in, a long time from now, we are all going to be so much happier.
Sorry, I'm stunned because this is too real right now. Okay, so I'm just gonna be generally really vague, but I have been looking at Canada's housing market, okay, is all I will say. And this is so applicable to the situation at hand right now, where they're just like, it's right around the corner. When it kicks in, we're all gonna be so much happier, you know, just in regards to housing market context. Like, I have so much of that going on in my brain. Everybody is saying that, or a lot of people in my social circle are saying that, and it's too real, it's too real. Okay, thanks, empathy. That was a fun talk. My god. Okay, what, I think this is the... This is the door
has been
with
closed
the padlock,
with a
yes.
padlock.
Okay, I'm gonna quick save, and I'm gonna put a skill point into interfacing, and we're gonna see if we can cut it open this time. Level up. Accept changes. Yes. Let's try it again.
This door has been closed with a padlock.
83%. Come on,
Chalk
come
drawn
on, come
number
on. We
on
gotta
the
be
wall
able to do it.
says Number 11. The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now.
Are you a human centrist that sort of presumes that you alone lack ideology by being a realist? Oh, are you a humanist? What does humanist mean? Hold on. Hold on, I'm trying to process what J still M is asking me. A humanist centrist that presumes that you alone lack ideology. Socially liberally, fiscally conservative type. Oh, socially liberal, fiscally conservative type. Yes, I think that is accurate. I would agree with that. Yes. I am certainly fiscally conservative, especially with my own money. And I would say, yes, I am socially more on the left. Liberal doesn't feel like left to me. Liberal feels centered, but that's just me. And yes, for the most part, I do presume that, like, a lot of the time I'm like, if I don't feel like I have enough knowledge, then I will say I don't have enough knowledge, I don't think I can speak to XYZ topic. I need to learn more before I speak to it, blah blah blah. Too stunned to speak. I'm the same, picking what I want to eat at a restaurant, staring at the menu. Oh, for reals, Cassie Bossman. Depending on the kind of restaurant I'm going to. It's been a long time since I've been to a sit-down restaurant. It's always been takeout recently. Takeout I can usually decide pretty quickly. But yeah, sit-down restaurants, it feels like more of an investment, so I'm like, I gotta get the best experience because I'm sitting down at a table and a waiter or waitress is serving me, so I gotta get the best experience possible with the money I have. I'm that kind of person. Never ask Zabs where to eat. Oh, Most Infamous is so happy to agree with you on that, I am sure. He loves to harp on me over the fact that I'm like, you decide, whenever he asks what we should eat and stuff like that. But the truth is, when I say you decide and like I don't care and blah blah blah, I really don't. Like, if you suggest something, I will most likely say yes. I really don't think I'm the type who, when given suggestions, will say, no, I don't feel like that. I don't feel like that. Or, I don't want to do that. Like, if you give a suggestion, I will probably just say, yeah, that's fine, we'll do that. Hydrate, thank you, J. Crew. I have bubble tea. It's actually just milk tea with grass jelly, not really bubbles. Grass jelly is the superior topping. It's better than tapioca. Humanists are half elves, half humans. I think. Really? Half elves?
After you, did.
Thanks, Kim. Oh, he's so polite. Posture check. Thank you, Cassie. I need to inflate my lumbar pump again. I have a very fancy ergonomic desk office chair thing. It's by Ergocentric, and my company paid for it through their what was it, workplace safety insurance program, where I was getting shoulder pains using the default chairs that my office had, and the workplace safety insurance guy who came to evaluate my work space said that the chairs were too big for me because I was always sitting at the very edge of my seat and my core was like constantly flexed. So I was getting stomach aches and shoulder pain from using my Cintiq tablet for work. So I have an extra small chair with a lumbar pump for support. And it fits me just right where my feet can touch the ground now, with my back against the seat back. It's very important for posture. Fiscally conservative explains them gaming collectibles. Okay, I'm fiscally conservative in some areas, not in others. I'm very cheap with my groceries, for example. Groceries and like everything else, but I will splurge on the first-party Nintendo games. That is the one I give to myself. It's the first-party Nintendo games. This seems like a decent apartment.
Depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name
Krasmazov.
under Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an
Krasmazov.
economist and a theoretical historian. He was a leading figure in the Grad side of the turn-of-the-century revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
Why do they have a bust in their bedroom? He was a mass murderer. There's nothing cool about keeping his bust on your nightstand. Possibly.
The White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
What does this, Was he? Is this something that the rich lady told us about last stream? I can't remember all the details. Because they shot millions of people or something like that? Mischief Kid. Can you confirm if, like, what I'm remembering is correct? Liberal means different things in different countries. Yes, it can fly all over the spectrum. I tell the restaurant, you decide. Oh, I tell the restaurant, you decide, or I don't know. It's... sometimes I choose, though. I'll suggest things like, you want pizza? You want sushi? More of a lemongrass jelly or egg pudding gal myself. Definitely those over regular bobo, though. Yes, J. Crew, agreed. It's usually only when there's like a special, a discount special with, you know, default tapioca that I'll choose it. But usually if I'm able to customize, then I go grass jelly. Pudding is good too, but grass jelly is my favorite. Secretly ripped thanks to office chair. Not anymore. I've had this nice fancy ergonomic office chair for close to 2 years now. I'm definitely not ripped. I have lost all muscle definition since the pandemic because I'm so sedentary. I used to do rock climbing when I was in the office because there was a rock climbing gym like right across the street, and my coworkers would go and it was like a social thing. But now that I'm completely work from home, I basically don't really exercise anymore. It's not great. It's not good for me. I recognize that. I also eat like a gremlin. Like, I eat 1.5 meals a day tops because I don't burn any energy. So I am thin, but I also don't have any muscle. It's not great. I don't know if I want to say this quite yet. We'll just leave. Revolutionaries posing with guns. Oh, that's... oof. Critical theory on the monstrosity of capital and such. Are we just robbing this person's apartment? I guess we are. We took their lounge jacket. Did Kim just disappear into the wall? Kim, how did you do that? There's no door there. He's just clipping into the wall. Okay, game. Okay. Thanks for the lounge jacket, communist tenant. Rock climbing is kind of my favorite thing in the world. Yeah, J still am. I mean, I do enjoy rock climbing. I think it is one of the more enjoyable forms of exercise because I like the problem-solving aspect of it. It's a mix of our Karl Marx and Lenin. I do not know Lenin. I am vaguely aware of Karl Marx. I never took psychology or philosophy or anything in school, so I don't really know the names of these people. Just gonna say it. So I'm just saying I'm stupid for now, so nobody presumes that I know what the game is talking about. Just a door, nothing for you here right now. Someone's growing rosemary, thyme, and a cactus in this cold? They can grow rosemary?
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Nice.
Let's see if anyone's home.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening.
Oh, it's not evening yet?
Tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
Okay. I don't think sounds good. Tomorrow at 9.
Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here. Apartment number 28. Good, let's go.
Damn. Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment building. Remember, tomorrow, he's probably gone for today.
Okay, we don't need to knock again then. Whoever lives here isn't home. I was strong as heck. I still have... Do I? I have a tiny amount of muscle left in this bicep. This one is not as good. Which is strange, because I am left-handed. I am left-handed, but my right arm is just stronger for some reason. Let me see if I can flex. Tiny amount! Just the tiniest amount! That's all that's left of my athletic endeavors. Singing along to some buoyant dance track. No need to dox. Very curious which Ontario gym. Bouldering only. Well, I'm in Toronto. One of the Toronto gyms. There you go. Not sure I could do climbing with coworkers. Feel like I would be stuck between a rock and a hard place. Ha ha ha, Dimano. Ha ha ha. Funny pun. Okay, I can't get to those two circle-y things up there, so we're done here? It looks like. I think we've exhausted our things to do. Oh, we have to talk to Kim. Kim has something to say.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for damages
Take
yet.
care of that, then.
But I don't have the money.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street. We'll figure something out.
Though he finds this situation frustrating, he is doing his best to not make you feel any worse than you already do.
Thanks, Kim. I appreciate it. Lenin was the leader of the Russian Revolution. Very smart, but very brutal. I'm very happy that the world is starting to forget him. I see. Thanks for that background info, Mischief. I miss rock climbing. I used to do it in I used to go in college, climb. Yeah, I do miss it somewhat. It's just that gym memberships are quite expensive. And I am trying to save right now. So I feel like, I don't know. I feel bad about spending the money on an expensive monthly membership. I can't afford it. It's just I've got other priorities at the moment. Okay. These kids are still out. My gosh.
Just an ordinary
had a
war.
white check.
Nothing to see here.
It's still very low though. Conceptualization impossible. Okay. Let's go back to the whirling in rags. Oops. No. Oh good, Annette went inside. It's bedtime for children.
The worn and beaten wooden plank.
We can sit on...
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when...
The kids are still here throwing rocks, eh?
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Oh, we're at 58% for visual calculus. But I'm sure we can come back and do this. Maybe when we're a bit higher. We did analyze the footprints before.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all
Been
it
to
does
/
now.
competed at a few of the... Oh, that's so impressive, J still M, competing. I was very much a casual rock climber. I think in terms of bouldering level, the highest I got was like a green, which is like the 3rd difficulty, which is not that impressive. I'm probably back down to yellows and oranges now. Oh, the lorry driver and everybody is gone too, I think. Got a healing item. Gym memberships are worth it. But it's like $100 and something a month. Yeah, $130 a month membership in Boston. Insane. Yeah, so back when I was still working at the office, we had a corporate discount for the gym membership. So I was paying about $60 a month back
A
then.
lorry stuck in the traffic jam.
And it was convenient because it was close to my office. But yeah, going to the gym near where I live is $100 and something bucks a month. It's a bit harder for me to swallow that monthly expense. Yeah, climbing gyms are expensive. That's what you get for playing, I mean, doing a fun activity.
The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears
That's
with a
it?
satisfying jingle. You're a richer man.
That's barely any money.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Trying to look like Scarlet Spider. No, I do not intend to be as buff as him. He's very, very buff. My biceps are constricting your neck. Oh, please use main entrance. Out here they started around $75 a month. I mean, it is still quite expensive, but it's a little less expensive.
Hello again, sweetie.
I hate this. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna ask her for money. I like oranges. Oranges are delicious, but I prefer them in juice form. I too like oranges. They are kind of a pain in the butt to prep, but I do like to eat oranges. I will say I do prefer the real fruit over fruit juice. Just eating the fruit itself feels more satisfying to me.
The worker is in a deep slumber. Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from, into the primordial darkness. A colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch.
Inspect the piece of plastic.
It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John.
Oh, this went up higher. +1 ruckus talking to guard crashed into wheelchair. Why do I get more from crashing into the poor lady's wheelchair? Steal the dock worker's ID. Let's quick save. It lets you into 3 gyms in Ottawa, so... Ooh, that's a good deal. Bouldering oriented makes me never want to move. Yeah, the thing with bouldering is, like, at least you can do it by yourself, whereas top roping you kind of need a partner, unless it's an auto belay. Fruits are just preference to me. It's like apples and oranges. Ha ha ha, Dimano, your puns are on fire. Our caveman ancestors would have found it hilarious that we need to pay to climb. It's true, Mischief, it's true. So much of our modern society is... like, we have a lot of gizmos and gadgets that are probably unnecessary. I still don't have a song for karaoke, so I don't think we can complete that yet. We do need to talk to Gart and tell him that Sylvie kind of likes him.
Can I help you?
I talked to Sylvie. She left because of me, not you.
Wait, what? But what about the bird?
The bird?
Yes, the bird. I found it lying on the floor with a broken wing the morning she left.
She didn't break it, I did. I threw it against a wall. She said it was just an accident. No, be truthful, be truthful. That's how we'll get him to like us.
You broke the skewer! Sorry,
dude. Have I been making? Yes, you have, Dimano SG. Yes, you have. They're very clever puns. You have very quick wit. I wouldn't be able to. Real rock climbing is dangerous and hard. Okay, I'm sure Jay still M could tell us all about it, but I am far too casual to ever do it myself. I like to do it in a safe, controlled indoor environment because I am a coward. I'm just saying.
I assure you it was him.
It's as if he can't decide whether to be angry or relieved that it was you. Again.
I'm being honest.
Why on earth did you have to break the skewer?
It's a mystery, you tell me. I just break things. It's the way I am. Maybe I have a vendetta against it. He's not going to be able to. This is a smart-ass retort. Let's not say that. It's a mystery. This is just going to piss him off, I think. This is also going to piss him off. All of these are going to piss him off. I can't win. Why on earth did I have to break it? I don't want him to make. I don't want to make him any madder. I don't like it when people are mad at me. It stresses me out.
I can't believe it. I was so sure
goodness.
it was Sylvie. Even worse, I thought she was trying to send me a message. Symbol of hope and all.
A tender type of hope. Something stirs in you. Perhaps this is why you broke it.
Oh, I don't like symbols of hope because I'm a nihilistic, depressed mess.
All right. Did she say anything else? About me, you know? Did she say anything about me?
Yes, we can tell him everything. She said she was flattered. It was just bad timing. She said you're nice, but also her employer. I mean, come on, the power of... No, don't say that. Yeah, this is the truth. This is what she said.
Really? I should give her a call then. Thanks, I guess. Was there anything else you wanted, or...
So, about that money I owe, now that you're in a good mood. Veritable pandemonium going on here. Only inside, only bouldering, max convenience, safety / effort. Yeah, you know J still M2, when I was first getting into rock climbing about 4 or 5 years ago, I was terrified to let go of the bouldering wall. Same with the auto belay. I was terrified to let go. Like everything in my body would Velcro me to the wall. Like all of the muscles would be tensing, which is not good for energy efficiency, right? So I really had to train myself to let go of the wall. Like, you know, there's obviously cushions underneath. If you fall safely, you should be fine, kind of thing. And like my coworkers would laugh laugh exasperatingly at me because I'd be like 2 feet off the ground and be scared to let go. I was that embarrassing. But I think now I would have to retrain myself to let go of an auto belay. Because auto belay, you're still pretty high up, right? Bouldering, I'm better at. I can let go of the wall.
Yes. Have you got it?
I was wondering if we could come to some sort of arrangement for tonight.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
I will pay you back tomorrow. I'm an honest cop. It's cold out. I'll freeze to death because I'm losing the stupid money game. Come on, man, after everything I've been through. Kim is about to say something. Let him. I honestly think Kim should take it. Take the wheel, Kim. Because this guy doesn't like me. Even though I told him his crush likes him back, this guy still doesn't like me. For good reason, frankly. I don't know if I'll be able to pay him back tomorrow. I only have 30-something real from collecting bottles. I'm gonna have to pick a side eventually. I'm a moderate modernist, says the game. I don't know. Falling is a skill. You're like that guy drowning in shallow water. Yes, I am that guy. Accurate. so many people injure themselves because they fell wrong. Absolutely. I have heard many a horror story from other people in the climbing gym about how they landed wrong from like 2 feet up the wall and they like snapped their ankle or something. So it absolutely can happen. You just have to, you know, follow the right technique when you're falling. And usually if, you know, it's like the soft cushiony stuff, you're usually good. But, you know, there are some gyms that kind of have a stiff carpeted floor thing. Usually those walls are much, much lower. But still. I don't feel confident promising that I'll pay him back tomorrow, because I owe like 100 and something real. This is not, this doesn't help him with his job, because he's just doing his job, like trying to appeal to his sympathies. I don't think that's gonna help. This is the same thing. Kim, take the wheel.
I understand your predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your
Kim is so
business.
good.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to
I'm doing
drinking
better,
than-
I'm doing better. I'm here. I'm here to control him now. I promise he will stop drinking.
I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
Yes, I figured. It's just business. He's just trying to do the business things. This conversation isn't going anywhere, is it? This sounds like a threat. Hold on, I still have my key, you know.
Not until you bring me the money.
Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Dang it. I get it, he's just doing his job. Can we, talk to the lady we first talked to when we were here? I think it was this room.
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside, a tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
Let's remember Kim taking the wheel. There was an angel who fell so wrong, I'm guessing. I think that's a typo. He fell so wrong he became Lucifer. Terrible form. He's not allowed back. Locked in ice or something. I'm so alone. Why are you doing this? Don't do this to me. Beauty, don't abandon me in all this ugliness. Swallow the emotion. Sorry. When it's dialogue in quotes, I'm saying it out loud, right? My character is saying it out loud. If it's not in quotes, it's internal dialogue, right? I think that was what Mischief told me. I'd probably swallow the emotion. Quotes are out loud. Okay, so this is something that Kim is gonna hear. I care so much what Kim thinks, okay? Swallow the emotion.
The door is closed.
Let's not try the handle when someone is taking a shower. Don't be that guy. Can I go back in? Do I have a key? I don't. Wait, I have keys. Key to room number 1. Key to bookstore back door. Key to apartment building. Room number 1. Yeah. I don't have to equip it or anything, I don't think. Maybe they changed the locks. They probably changed the locks to keep me out. Kim said something about his car. Yeah, I know. I just wanted to see if I could interact with anything upstairs still, but I guess not. Didn't we talk to this guy? No, that's all he says. It's locked until I pay. Okay, thanks, Mischief.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
I have to sell something that Kim has? Oh, I feel so bad.
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage. The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat.
I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
Okay, he confiscated them so they don't belong to him. I feel a little less bad. What are these things?
They are spinner hubcaps. Frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, the caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them, it's just for vanity.
Oh, I'm sure most Infamous hates this. Hates the fact that I'm gonna sell these shiny car accessories.
A couple of weeks ago,
to pay for my lodgings.
Going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high.
Okay, that's better than going fast and high. So you took his spinners?
I took them and arrested him for driving under the influence.
Isn't that corruption? I get it, I would have confiscated them too. They're mesmerizing. How is it corruption? The guy was breaking the law.
That they are. I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back.
Okay, they're not like something that belongs to Kim. Did you want to put these spinners on your machines? You said something about a pawn shop. I appreciate your help. I can't take them. It wouldn't be right. Yeah, did you want to use them, Kim?
No, that would be silly. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cop with spinners. That would be outrageous.
Outrageously cool. Yes, too wacky. Just nod. I still don't fully understand what a spinner is. Let me Google it. I'm sure most Infamous is sighing and shaking his head at me right now. Oh, shiny. I see, I see. Just nod.
The spinners shine so bright they reflect on the lieutenant's glow.
Yes, there's one 100 meters south of here. I think it's called Roy's Nest or something. If I'm not mistaken, it should be open late.
Items that can be pawned at Bird's Nest Roy's appear in your inventory under the Items tab. You can pawn these items when talking to Roy.
Thanks, tutorial agent. Take the spinners. Don't take the spinners. I'm probably gonna take the spinners, cause they're police property now, right? The guy got arrested. He didn't ask for them back.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Cool. Thank you, Lieutenant. He's looking out for me. Quick save. Okay, 100 meters south? Where is south? I'm just going down. Is this south? I hope it's south. More healing items, yay. Oh, this, yeah, okay, we found the pawn shop, it seems like. This looks like a pawn shop, alright. Some kind of machine and an antique cash register. Bust of a woman. The plaque simply says DEI. In the dark, a film projector is whirring away.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Let your gaze run over the streetlight. Is that a streetlight? Where did you get this? How much for the streetlight?
The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring. This would make quite a statement in your living room.
What living room? I don't have a living room.
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
Is this guy wearing sunglasses indoors?
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured.
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property. You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
Instead of Kim taking the wheel, you took his wheel spinners. Unintentional pun. Ha 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 ha.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped. One especially catches your eye. Deep gold, and this is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite.
Oh, well, how did you know from my attire?
Just make sure it works before you buy it.
If police work means playing tapes, sure. You can use it for that. Or any other time you'd need to play a tape. Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech. Found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even though I don't really like music.
That's a shame. Music is great.
It's a Harman Welsh W2. Made in Vespa. Designed in Seoul. Plays all reel-to-reel formats. 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
Not yet. Let's not spend the money yet. I'm sure we can always come back to buy it when we need it.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed. Try to find something pretty and cool here. Then use it to win her back.
Her? The ex-wife? Dig up a truly cool figurine in the box under the table. Step away. Her?
Yes. Buy something nice. A figurine.
She likes figurines?
Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be very serious about these guys.
a long, long time ago.
Kim used to collect them?
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
This looks like Renee, the old guy who was playing pétanque. Are these royalist soldiers? Sure.
This is what the loyalists looked like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
Which ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but children like the bright colours indiscriminately.
Yeah, we definitely looked gaudy when we were wearing our blue trench coat.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have...
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
It's meant to give people hope even we can do it. The contrast is meant to be disheartening as it ought to be. It is impossible to win against the cohorts of capital. Ask my friend Gart, whose bleep it made me. What? Wait, what does that sentence mean? It is impossible to win. Oh, I see. I am indebted to Gart. Got it. I wish it was more nuanced. As it stands, I cannot comment. Oh, this is what the moderate modernist would say. I cannot comment. I do think I would have an optimistic take on it. Like, it's more of an underdog thing, less of a defeatist thing.
Maybe.
It's a white check. You may retry it. Quick save! I'm getting the hang of it, Mischief. The quick saving. Okay, what happens if we dig up a really cool
figurine? You see rows
figurine?
of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets. Everything
Damn
you pick
it.
out seems faded, chipped, and sad somehow. Most of them are just broken
Put
toys.
skill points into interfacing to open this. Dang it, I need more skill interfacing.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light.
It's shameful how insufficient the police presence is in these parts. Now that the RCM is here, tell me, have you had any trouble lately? Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you. I'd probably say that. Sorry to interrupt you or something like that. I would definitely say that.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travel. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Quite the collection. I may have something to add to it. Typical vacuous consumer. Oh, come on. You're such a killjoy. Honestly, I think some of your selections are more tasteful than others. This business plan is all over the place. You should specialize, zoom in, recapitalize. Who am I to tell him how to run his business? This one.
It keeps me entertained.
There's something I'd like to sell. Is Roy high? And if yes, then what is he on? I wouldn't know. I have no knowledge of drugs. You might be able to aid our investigation. By the way, do you happen to have any guns like the ones carried by officers of the... Ooh, inquire about my missing gun. I have other business to take care of. All three of these sound great. Not this one. All three of these. Okay, do you happen to have any guns?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
I pawned my gun. What is wrong with me? God dang it! You darn detective, you!
This is a pawn shop.
My morale!
Feel as if you've met before. Oh God.
What is wrong with me? No! What am I doing?
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
Wait, I sold you my gun. Was the buyer a policeman? At least now I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else. It's clear I sold him my gun. I don't need to clarify that. Was the buyer a policeman?
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her.
Oh, controller? Shoot, my controller died. Hold on. Wait, Cindy or Kuno S? I believe those two were the ones who would refer to me as a pig. Controller, come back to me.
Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez.
No, Kim is losing respect for us, even though he doesn't have much to begin with.
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
There's only one explanation. She must be one of my rabid fans. Maybe she's a vigilante, wants to prove she can do our jobs better than we can. I don't like it either. What if she intends to commit a crime and blame it on the citizens' militia? I'm sorry. I'm sorry I sold my gun. It's this one. This is what I would say. I would say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please don't hate me, Kim.
Yeah, it's not good. I do hope we manage to clean this
Our
mess up
controller, more
while
dead
also
than our
keeping
morale.
focus on the murder investigation.
This mess, he means your mess.
Where can I find this buyer?
My apologies, officer, but...
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now.
Okay, it may be
You
Kuno
just have
S
to
or
hope
it may
you
be
luck upon
Cindy.
her somehow.
Of course.
We're doing such a bad job.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any. I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery.
He doesn't know anything. The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
Okay, I have something I'd like to sell.
We'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump a mesk banger?
Oh, that is a lot of money.
I'll give you 200 real.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
Of course, I meant no offense. 200.
Thank you. Here's the 100 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
You know, it's probably for the best that the rest went into Kim's pocket.
The windfall is a small consolation.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I can sell my clothes, I'll check my pockets. I don't have anything to sell at the moment.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Oh. Oh, man. No, I don't really want to sell any of these yet. Sell my clothes? Not yet.
Another time, perhaps.
Okay. I can safely sell postcards? Yeah, they're not important. Let me make sure I read them all first. I'm sure they have interesting information on them. Ill-advised residential area overlooking the Jamrock Quarter. 13-story buildings line the hillside like sarcophagi, and an ominous fog already rising from behind. These are the last boom years. In 39, the project fails catastrophically, leaving behind an opiate and hepatitis B infested slum. Okay, that tells me about Jamrock. The sunlight has made this postcard almost completely sepia-toned. Midtown traffic passes overhead. The ghosts of skyscrapers disappear into a beige midday mist, vapor rising from the delta on which the district was built. The postcard is prepaid. This crumpled-up postcard depicts an open-air market in Bougie Street 5 years ago. A vendor smiles as dead roosters line his stalls, hung by their feet from canopy. Red blood flows onto the muddy street. Blurry shadows of people pass. Okay, I fully trust Miss Chief's advice.
On this fine night. What
How come
brings
they're
you
still
here?
open?
The pawn shop is always open.
Oh.
Sure, let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Oh, pawn is Y, which is X. It's X on my controller. I gotta keep telling myself that. Thank you, Mischief. Otherwise, I would just never sell anything.
Another time, perhaps.
Cool. It's a neat little pawn shop. Now I can go to sleep.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Oh. Let's stop pull it. I don't think it's the right time. Oh, I need my crowbar. Oops. Well, every time I accidentally pause instead of opening my menu, we do a quick save. Oh, we got fingerless gloves. Very good. I'm the other tutorial agent. This is how Twitch integration works. I'm very appreciative, Mischief. I did try to get Twitch integration working, but I don't know, the code request or the token request on their extension wasn't giving me a token. I feel like maybe I'm too late to the game, maybe. They stopped supporting it, I don't know. Okay, let's pay him back. Then maybe he'll like me a little more.
Can I help you? Yes. Have you got it? Well?
Here's 100 real. Slam the bills down on the counter. Hope you choke on it. Here it is. Sorry for the trouble. This is what I would say. Sorry for the trouble.
Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow. I'll unlock the electronic lock to your room. All the doors lock automatically at 9 p.m. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
Ooh, that's a lot. Find money for rent and pay Gart.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
Another thing?
Another thing. Great. I love those.
Oh, we've done all this
yes.
already. Thanks, Gart. Now I can go to sleep.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. You had some questions earlier, I believe. And besides, we should discuss our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Okay, let's do a debrief. Seems appropriate. We have consumed a lot of information.
Is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum.
Where shall we begin? We should talk about the investigation, first and foremost.
Oh man, he smokes.
But I also remember you wanting to discuss the RCM.
I didn't know you smoked, Kim. What are the powers, the RCM? How do you think today went?
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
Not a fan of smoking, but I still like him.
Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
I might want to pick up smoking. Do you have any more cigarettes? No, I don't want to pick up smoking. How did you get so cool, Kim? Right then, the debrief. How did you get so cool, Kim? I'm just being a fangirl at this point.
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
Okay, he recognizes it. I can appreciate that.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit.
Would it? I've heard quitting smoking is not easy, though. It seems very difficult to do.
Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit, below it all.
I'm sure he does.
Yes. It's been a long and eventful day. Well, we didn't even look at the body. And there's still much to do at the crime scene, too. We didn't search it thoroughly enough.
He would have put all of this more harshly, but he doesn't want you to feel completely discouraged. Probably because he's afraid that you'll just give up and keep drinking.
Kim has empathy too. He also has high empathy. I'll be in much better shape tomorrow. It's all part of the plan, starting from the outside and working back toward the scene of the murder. This is BS. I'm sorry I couldn't do more today. I'm just not a very good cop, am I? Don't say this because he's going to have to comfort us again. This is putting the pressure and the onus on him to comfort us at like it's not professional. I'll be in much better shape
I
tomorrow.
look forward to that. We weren't able to find the union leader, Evra Claire, much less interview him. So that's on the to-do list for tomorrow. We tried to interview the Waipan's rep, but she asked us to do something for her first.
Yes.
Fine. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us. Above all, though,
Her name is
was
Joyce.
exhausting.
Okay.
What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
I don't like to waste time, you know. My mind moves fast. The rest has to try and keep up. I'm training for a long-distance run. I want to raise money for charity. That's just how we roll in Precinct 41. I don't know why I do the things I do. I really don't. I don't know why this guy does the things he does. Why did he slam into the poor wheelchair lady while flipping the bird at Gart? Why do you do these things? I think this is the most honest answer.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
He's complimenting our fit. He's complimenting the drip. I did try to coordinate our outfits somewhat. What are our powers exactly?
Limited, actually. The power officers of the Rebachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse? 1,000? Why not more? Huh. I don't know how much 1,000 real is in this world. Like, I don't know the scale of 1,000 real. If, like, 20 real per night for a hotel seems like a lot because I'm so poor right now. So, like, for the common person in Revachol, I don't know what 1,000 real would mean.
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from the officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
Okay.
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station cold sleep. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
How can you be sure the arrestee will show up?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, we are permitted to use whatever force we deem necessary, even lethal.
Really? If I kill someone while on duty, have you ever killed anyone, Kim? Have I killed anyone? What happens to the people we convict? Who makes all these rules? Have I killed... How is he supposed to know if I killed anyone? He's not gonna know. What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
I don't really want to ask him this. I think it's very personal. But I feel like he'd probably tell me if it's too personal. He's very professional.
Yes. The last time was 4 years ago.
Dang.
He says it matter-of-factly.
That's what I figured. He just states the facts.
He has internalized it well. It's just that. A fact. A self-contained past event.
I don't want this to, like, make it sound like I'm excited to kill someone because I'm a police officer. I don't really want to ask any of these.
The coalition government and the moral intern. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more. Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Didn't you just say it was formed by the coalition government? The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. Now we attempt to maintain order, no more, no less. So we were formed by the coalition government then. Is it because the citizens of Revachol make up the coalition government? But I thought they were foreign bodies. Oh, this is getting so confusing again. It sounds like it was the coalition government. Where Where does it say it's the citizens of Revachol? Let's say was the code. I don't know though. I don't know.
It's probably more honest, yes.
There we go, thank you.
Way, the moral intern leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
The moral intern, what is it?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization.
Moralist International.
They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
If I didn't know, how would you describe them? I really don't know. That's how bad it is in here. You know who they are? They have been running this place after the revolution failed. I really don't know. That's how bad it is in here.
Okay. They're a union of center-left and center-right.
He's so
parties
understanding.
across the real belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
What do they believe in? What is their symbol? What do you think of them? I have an opinion. I don't!
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Technocrats? What are these terms? What are Dolorians? What is their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Okay.
Something kind and usual. Something almost self-explanatory.
But, okay, their motto can be whatever the heck they say it is, but is it true?
Something ominous.
Who was Dolores
A
Day?
historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract.
My head hurts. It actually hurts right now, a little bit. Because I am thinking very hard, trying to understand all of this. What do you think of them?
Moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
You have an opinion. It is confusing, but the game will explain. I have opinions about our world, this world. I'm still trying to learn about this world, this game world, which is heavily based on our world, of course, but...
It is more than that. There's some kind of affection in him.
You like the moral intern? Better not to ask.
Yes, I did, when I was younger. In my 20s, I considered myself a moralist. A blue forget-me-not, a piece of the sky. They're not all that bad.
I'm so confused, Emano SG. I am trying to form an opinion, I really am, but it's hard. Did I take a political science class before? No. I've never taken a political science class. I was in architecture. We didn't get to choose much of any classes. The only things we were able to choose was I think in third year we could choose between several design studio courses. And to this day, I think there were 3 different main design studio courses. I did not understand the difference between them. I just blurred my way through it. Okay, I did not know what the fudge I was doing in third year. And to this day, I do not understand the difference between the elective design studio courses. We could also choose between taking Spanish at one point. No, not Spanish. It was Italian. You could choose to take Italian, a beginner Italian course, or photography. I took photography. I learned a lot. Very much enjoyed photography. Or you could take Native Studies, which was kind of a history class in Canadian Native Studies. Those were the only classes we got to choose as an architecture graduate, or an architecture bachelor degree.
That's another leitmotif associated with moralism.
But the years have changed that. I don't know what I believe in now. No, I believe in the RCM. That's enough for me.
I see. I don't know what I think, guys. I'm still very much... I don't know enough to state an opinion. I will never know enough to state an opinion. I was unfortunately a liberal arts major when I first went into... What does liberal arts mean? I don't really know what kind of program... Yeah, I don't even know what liberal arts really means. Not a conservative arts? It sucks learning about contexts. Oh, is that what liberal arts is? I had fun, just was harder to get a job. Liberal arts majors tend to be well employed / paid. Is that sarcasm? Is that sarcasm, J-Still? Taking photography classes, kind of hard to picture, really? Is it? Is it hard to picture, Diano?
Do you?
Things are bad out there. We need them here, giving us the right to police Revachol. They've done an awful job. Have you seen the place? This isn't humanism. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization, protecting bourgeois rights. Mutter silently. Immigrants, liberal kips, effing men are turning... No, don't say that. On second thought, I don't have an opinion. I want to say this! I do want to say this. It's not sarcasm? I really don't understand what liberal arts is. Photography, picture? Yeah. Oh, it's a pun! I'm slow. My brain is starting... The game is depleting my brain cells, okay? Because it's eating up resources up here. I'm sorry. As a STEM major, I imagine liberal arts are conducted via interpretive dance and creative food preparation. I'm sorry, like, me not understanding what a liberal arts degree entails is just stupidity on my part, because I was just so focused on architecture when I was working on getting into university, I barely paid attention to anything else. I have to volunteer a lot to get experience. Sometimes these organizations try to exploit you for 3 labor. Sounds about right. Actual jobs demanded like 5 years experience. Sounds about right. Hardest industry to get into. Nursing was a much more smoother transition to employment. Sounds about right. I believe all of that. So you don't understand the fundamentals of how Western education systems work? Again, I am inclined to say, yes, I probably don't I don't know enough to say I know how things work. I only know what I experienced growing up in the 90s and early 2000s. And, there were good aspects of them, but it was good because I fit into the system that was established. I was very academic, and I was good at memorizing things when I was younger, you know? I was good at math. There were a lot of kids I recognized that weren't that, and they were punished perhaps too much for it. Hi, Hippophant! Those are the fine arts. Liberal arts are the humanities. I enjoyed studying in liberal arts at the time, my early 20s. I mean, at least it was fun. That's something that was beneficial. STEM is traditionally part of the liberal arts too. It's thought of as less so now, mostly because the liberal arts schools stand in contrast to technical schools. I was very opinionated about the world around me. My STEM liberal arts sucked. I had to read up on them after college. I feel like I just wouldn't understand. I don't know. Natural sciences, social sciences, arts, and humanities. I'm just on Google under liberal arts right now. Please excuse me. Also, welcome Hippofant. I'm playing Disco Elysium. I'm struggling to form an opinion on the moral intern here. I'm trying to absorb all the knowledge the game is giving me. Okay, they're doing the right thing because we are here to police Revachol. They've done an awful job. We are stooges. Don't say this. I definitely don't agree with this. I'm trying to have an opinion. I'm trying very hard right now to have an opinion. Have you seen this place? This isn't humanism. We need them here giving us the rights. I'm doing a terrible job though. I feel like I don't have a right to say this. I am a very poor example of the RCM. Well, Kim is probably a good example. Are we? I mean, possibly, perhaps. We probably are, but I don't have enough evidence from the game that we are doing this. We are doing a personal errand to get info from a rich lady, but it's still all to gain info on the murder case at hand. They've done an awful job here. Moral intern have done an awful job. This is why I have white hairs, you guys. I stress over crap like this. He did like the moral intern in his 20s. I have to like read the background info again. I try not to have opinions, blah blah blah. The subject of humanism is too abstract. They believe. They continue the humanist project set forth by Dolores Day. They've done an awful job. Have you seen this place? This, I feel, is a true state. At least the last two sentences in this choice are true. This place is not great. I don't know if they've done an awful job, but definitely this place is not the greatest. Okay.
We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The
I'm
laws we
exhausted.
claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
The laws we claim to enforce. Okay. Vigilantes is okay with me. Vigilantes sounds bad. Maybe we should make our own law. Vigilantes? Are we talking about like Spider-Man? I'm down with Spider-Man. That's what I think of when I think of vigilantes. Spider-Man. Has anyone else seen Spider-Verse? Is anyone else obsessed with Spider-Verse lately? Oh my gosh, sorry, I've missed a bunch of chat internalizing my thoughts. What were your most unorthodox opinions? This is roughly true. They started separating around Cyrev in the 18th century. Tried to take some liberal arts classes, but oh, the humanities. Ha ha ha, Dimano SG, ha ha ha. That's when we collectively took the wrong term. is stressing out about the right answer like during a test. I am, okay? I am. I feel like everything has a huge impact in this game. I'm trying to play this game as true to myself as I possibly can, which is why I'm thinking so hard on all these opt-in ideologies and like anything that's like a hard stance on anything in this game. This is how I am in real life too, okay? Whenever I feel like I need to make a stance or put myself in a box or state something in general, I have to think a lot first. I think a lot about how to word it. I think a lot about what's true. I think a lot about what I believe in and blah, 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 blah. Most Infamous can attest, like when I'm upset or when I'm sad or when I'm angry, I internalize a lot. I get very quiet. I start thinking to myself a lot. A lot of the time I'm like, I am upset or sad or angry. And then my first thought to go through is like, do I have a right to feel this way? Then I have to start thinking about why am I feeling this way, and is it sensible? Do I have a right to be upset or mad? Do not express upset or mad or sad until I decide whether or not I'm in the right to be upset, mad, or sad. So that's how I go about all this, okay? Just to tell you what's going on in my head. Post-secondary tuition should be free, legalize all drugs, decriminalize sex work. I don't know about all drugs. But then again, I also don't know enough about a lot of drugs. Love disco. Hi guys, Stas. Hi. Sorry, it took me a while to get to your message, but I'm so glad you love DE as well. I'm having a good time with it. It's just a lot to take in. I have to think very hard when I'm playing this game because I'm very invested and immersed, and I'm trying to play the detective as true to myself as I possibly can. So it's a very good game so far. I'm just very, 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 very stressed about making the right decisions for me. They don't seem that extreme today, at least the first two. They probably were in 2012, I do see that. Spider-Verse was great! Yeah, I love Spider-Verse. Valenza's literature, language, and the rise of the intellectual disciplines in Britain. I don't know what you're talking about, J Still M2. Your knowledge has transcended my brain long ago. It's all over my TikTok. I saw a pretty good Spider-Punk cosplay today. I saw that TikTok too, Most Infamous. A lot of the TikToks you see are also on my TikTok, just so you know. You're sending me a lot of videos I've already seen. Have you bought the vouchers allowing you to feel upset? Only 3 per year per citizens allowed. I'm just telling you what my thought process is, Mischief. I have to internalize a lot before I react externally, you know? Which drugs do you know? Liberal drugs or conservative drugs? I don't know. I know the medicinal type. The ones that you get prescriptions for, I guess? Or Tylenol? Advil? I'm aware of marijuana, which is legal where I live, and I treat it like any other substance like alcohol. You know, just consume in moderation, don't hurt anyone, and I don't really have a problem with it. I personally have no interest because I just have no desire to get into it. The same with alcohol. I don't really drink unless it's like a social event. But at the same time, I'm just like, you know, as long as you're not hurting anyone, as long as it's not becoming a problem for you and your loved ones or people around you, then, like, consume in moderation. But the ones that aren't legal right now, like I don't know, like cocaine, I guess? I don't know very much about it. I just know that it is addictive and people get in trouble over it, so maybe that one's not so good. But it's not like I look into it or actively research it. Be the detective you wish to see in the world. That's what I'm trying to do, guys. Daz, I'm trying. Your stress is very entertaining. I'm so glad, Mischief. I'm so glad it's entertaining. If you'd like to see me stressed in a different way, go check out my Resident Evil 4 playthrough on YouTube. I'm also very stressed throughout that game. Acetaminophen and ibuprofen? What is acetaminophen? I know ibuprofen. It's like a bit of a it's kind of a painkiller, I think. Like sometimes when it's my Shark Week time of the month, I take ibuprofen. What? It's called that, isn't it? It's called marijuana, isn't it? Stop making fun of me! Stop it! Well, thank you, Dimano. Yes, there's my YouTube. There it is. Thank you. I'm uploading gameplay VODs to it. I upload in gigantic 4-hour chunks. I just cut out my bathroom breaks and the intro and outro loading screens. I'm currently uploading Majora's Mask. What am I saying about vigilantes? It's okay in moderation, you know? You can't leave it up to every single person to be a vigilante, but a Spider-Man every now and then I think is fine. Sure.
Then you will adore Martinez. For many of these people, the Union especially, vigilantes is precisely what we are. Personally, I don't enjoy it much.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag.
Producing art without drugs is the true Iron Man mode. I don't know if... I guess I make art without drugs. My art is made in service of other people, though. It is a service I provide for money. That is my art.
This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different inland, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
Why are they
it's
like
our
this?
fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company. Not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks. The jurisdictions of our 2 precincts.
GRH? GRIH? What is GRIH?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land. It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works. Our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
I hope our investigation will help improve the situation here. At least we did some good. We won't change anything. Let's be optimistic.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
Thank you for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
I like Kim. I want to do a good job for him. I want Kim to also like me. Where's the door again? Oh, there it is. Why can't I select it? Oof, our thoughts are taking a while. How do I close the menu? Shoot! No, no, no. Revert. There we go. Okay, arrow keys are move. Very good.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Okay, I'm gonna turn off my controller because it's like causing something to happen with the game, but it's like not working properly. I learned to enjoy occasional edibles panic attacks. That doesn't sound very fun, Mischief, I gotta say. They can be caused by something ridiculous like a sound in the pipes. How is this something you wish to do? Our bed looks super uncomfortable. Let me just see if there's anything else I can interact with.
The window stands broken in its frame.
Okay, we've done this already. Anything else in the bathroom? What button, Oh, here's the keyboard controls, thank goodness. F5 is quick save. Character sheet. Thought cabinet. Oh, inventory, journal. Highlight. Oh, highlight is right click. Okay, zoom in, zoom out. Movement. Maybe we should just stick with keyboard and mouse. This seems more intuitive, actually. How do I highlight again? Right click. There we go.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
All of these are still pretty low. Okay, I guess we'll go to sleep. There's nothing on the
The
ceiling
fan stands still. The bed is cold and not. The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin.
They are fun because I'm like, brain, you silly, your panic is so real. I don't know, it still doesn't sound like fun to me.
And then sleep doesn't. And then sleep doesn't come.
But I want to sleep. That's what I would say. I want to sleep.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed. Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Check the pillow, check the blanket.
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel.
Because the doctor wouldn't prescribe anything for me.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly. It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Who killed him? Who? No more thoughts. Fall asleep now. Yeah, I would be tempted to think this, but I know that to actually fall asleep, you have to stop thinking.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep.
I love the narrator, his line delivery. Yeah, all the voice. Oh, I'm in Dream World. This is Dream World, ain't it? Yeah, all of the voice acting in this game has been super good. Stellar performances. And I do appreciate it because it's a lot of dialogue to read out loud, so it's nice that the voice acting is here to help with that. Oh gosh, what are we gonna see in Dream World? This is where the body is. So I did speculate at the beginning when we were, you know, failing to retrieve our tie from the ceiling fan, and based on the descriptions and some of the dialogue we got from getting our tie back, I suspected that our detective may have tried to commit suicide by hanging himself with his tie or something. Especially because the tie is also very mean to us. When the tie talks to us, when it's doing its internal dialogue thing, it's like the meanest, most toxic internal voice ever. And since I'm alcoholic and depressed, like, I could see that happening. So it's got the same disco lights as the the cafe bar area of the Whirling Rags. This is the only thing to interact with. There's a disco ball up there.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
Is that how I sound? Is that how the detective sounds? What is this? I remember nothing. I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die. What is this?
What it says on the can, Harry.
Harry?
Answer the question.
I'm Harry?
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
No, I don't. Tell me what this is. I'm not answering before you tell me who you are. You said, who? I left? I was left. I'm gonna guess I was left. This is me. This is me. I don't need to know who this is. You said who? My wife? I'm gonna guess I was left.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you.
Whoa.
Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings
So my name
have
is
friends,
Harry.
Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I can get it all back. I don't want to come back. I have Kim. Kim's my colleague, but maybe he can be my friend. So as an outsider who has a very nice, lucky, privileged life, I would say that is true of me. I am extremely fortunate. Of course, I'm more optimistic, but if I were someone who had become alcoholic, depressed, my significant other left me because of my out-of-control behavior, I'm the type of person to sell their police-issued firearm, get into drunken bouts of amnesia, abruptly crash into a lady in a wheelchair while flipping the bird at some poor cafeteria manager. I'd probably choose this. I have been in a place this dark. Not this dark. Close to. I have been in a dark place. To the point where I have had bad thoughts before. And I totally understand the spiraling. I totally get it. Like, you just keep stepping on yourself mentally. You like the internal dialogue is very similar to the necktie, where it's super toxic and you're just like stepping on yourself and being like, you suck, you're no good for anybody, you're just a burden, blah blah blah, everyone would be better off without, etc. Like, totally been there. I'm glad I'm not there anymore. But yeah, I totally get this. I get this very much. Not in the same way, obviously. This guy's situation is much, much worse. But as somebody who's healthy and in a good place now, I want to say this.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed.
3 times?
You failed me.
What did we do 3 times? We screwed up like really big 3 times?
You failed Elysium.
Elysium is paradise, right? Isn't that like a synonym for paradise? Thanks, Mischief. Like, it was just basically in university days, you know, you're surrounded by really good, smart, talented people, and It all just kind of gets to you because you're in a very competitive atmosphere. That was just the worst of it for me. Nowhere near what the detective is going through. What is Elysium?
Everything. The pale and the useless. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
This is a bit much. I still don't understand how you could have failed the entire population.
No, you haven't. You're just sleep talking. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed. Stinky boy.
Okay, I probably need a shower or something.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
I didn't want to bump into the wheelchair lady. I really didn't. I don't know why that happened. I was trying my best. I'm trying to solve this case. My mind is tired and broken. Help me. I am trying.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet. Grinding in your head.
This text is visceral. It's really good. But it's visceral.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
God, there's another type? This is me. What? No, this is me. There's another type of hangover?
Oh yes, party boy. And it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
After all that, I healed morale, really? I would expect the opposite. I really healed morale from all that? That's really surprising.
Good going, buddy.
Oh my god, what the hell was that? I just had the most beautiful dream. Uplifting, rejuvenating. Is that how it's going to be now when I close my eyes? This one.
Oh, just a dream. You have one
kick a
like that
hangover.
all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What the hell is going on with me?
Why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think?
Sounds like depression.
It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
Why is this happening? No, that's not it. Really, I feel super good. Why is this happening?
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more.
Coffee?
Don't do that. Stay strong. The hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself.
Thanks, Volition. Will coffee be good? We could get coffee, maybe. I don't drink coffee either, but I think coffee is maybe a more acceptable source of energy. What is speed? I need to get more of it then. Detecting is my life. No, I can take this. I'm not going to go looking for speed. What is speed? Is this opting? This is opting into speed? Wait, when did they say speed? Oh, they pumped all the speed out of your system. Oh, okay, so I'm like, I need to get more speed. What is speed?
Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor?
Oh.
You got up from this floor because of a holy vow you made 16 years ago. With me. To wake up exactly 7:30 every morning until the day
Oh, that's awful. I can't wake up at 7:30 every morning. I was miserable when I had to wake up at 6 every morning just to go downtown for work.
Don't be silly.
I was barely alive.
Vow. You were high on speed. That was the only reason you got up. You can't detect without it. It's that simple.
Not coffee, definitely optional. Coffee, and if you feel extra adventurous, add cinnamon. I do like cinnamon. I love cinnamon rolls. I like cinnamon in baked goods of all kinds. Cinnamon is delicious in baked goods. Speed is amphetamine salts. Amphetamine salts. Amphetamines. This is opting into a quest. It is harmless to opt in. It's street Adderall. Wait, is this saying I need to get drugs? Like the bad drugs? Or is this just saying I need a bit of caffeine, I should go get coffee or something? I need to get more of it. Detecting is my life. I can take this. I am not going to go looking for speed. Is this just like... Is this just like coffee and like a bagel or something? We haven't eaten. We could probably go get some food. This quest is about drugs. We won't judge you. Is it the bad? Okay, if it's about, you know, actually hard, bad drugs, I don't want to opt in. I am not going to go looking for speed. Okay, just tell it to me straight because I feel really, really stupid right now. Is this bad drugs? Please just tell me I'm stupid, okay? I don't understand this terminology. I don't drink coffee. I don't really do drugs. I don't drink alcohol. I don't understand. Who needs Adderall when you have coffee and a bagel? What? Isn't that what people get when they're tired in the morning and, you know, they get coffee? I'm so loving this. Define bad. Like, you know, the addictive stuff that will, you know, take all, you know, you spend all your money on it, you lose track of your life because you're addicted to it. It does more harm than good. The weed story wasn't a lie. Stop! I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. I'm trying. Do you want your detective to find some meth is basically this. Okay, meth is bad, right? Googling. Recreational drug, less commonly as a second-line treatment for attention deficit hyperactivity disorder and obesity. My local dealer sells me hardcore coffee and bagels. Okay, I'm gonna say no, it sounds like. We're not gonna do it.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
Who am I kidding? Of course I... Can you stop pressuring me? That is a lie. I can do this without the speed. Half the town won't be dead. Electrochemistry is like those strange high school kids that the drug PSAs of the 90s warned you about. These kids that would magically give you free drugs. This is what electrochemistry is.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shellman. See how you do without your spark.
I don't know what spark he's talking about. I don't see any spark right now, but... Yes, I am a sad shell man. So what? I will continue to be a sad shell man. Ho ho. Speed is hard drugs if you don't have ADHD. Tim Hortons is the plug. Tim Hortons bagels aren't that good. They used to have decent bagels. They used to have a sun-dried tomato parmesan bagel. They don't anymore. Don't do math, kids. Math, not even once. Is Kim in this room? I guess not.
The door is closed. Still no answer.
Let's not barge into the ladies' room. It's not nice. Oh, the dining area has opened. I did not Google is meth bad. I just Googled meth. Don't make fun of me. Oh, hi Kim, good morning.
Morning. Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
What if can't do his job very well without drugs? This is a serious grown-up dilemma. Well, I don't know anything about the situation, so we will just not do them. The power of ignorance. The power of stupidity. No doubt, we had this bagel shop in my college town, and they made amazing bagels and had a secret menu. The one I liked was called the Gambino or something mobstery like that. Ooh, do tell. Do tell, Geistes. I am a fan of, like, Montreal and New York bagels. Because, you know, they're actually special and handmade and stuff like that. What kind of bagel was a Gambino?
Everything points to the dock workers union. The tracks in the mud, the circumstances in Martinez, my preliminary information, which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy.
What do you mean, Rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the union. These men here. Men who drink beer for breakfast? There's talk of an armed wing of
that's
the
a bit
union
too early
called
for
the
beer.
Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them. I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty.
Oh
just
no,
like the
Kim
manager
didn't
said.
sleep well either.
One loose thread less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it.
There are so many of them.
That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between... In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay?
Okay.
One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can...
Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say?
I am
about
curious.
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you.
Okay. Thanks, Kim.
Just a moment.
Lena.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling at the frayed edge of her blanket.
I would discuss my favorite type of bagel, but they seem like illegal drugs in Canada. I was not saying that. I did not say that. Okay, The detective was saying he needs some speed, which I interpreted as like fuel. He needs fuel for the day ahead. So that makes me think he needs breakfast, which is, you know, coffee and a bagel. Maybe. Possibly. I did not say it was illegal drugs. I did not understand the whole illegal drugs thing. It had like pastrami and Swiss and some other stuff. Oh, sprouts. Microgreens. The trendy hipster sprouts. Salami. So delicious. It was great for when I was slightly hungry coming home from the bar. Nice. And they were open until like 3 a.m. Delicious. I'd say my favorite type of bagel is probably like smoked salmon with a bit of cream cheese. Not too much cream cheese, a bit of cream cheese, but smoked salmon is so good. Any kind of egg is also great in a bagel. Only the middle parts of bagels are illegal, that's why they cut it out in Canada. But bagels are formed by rolling the dough and then forming a loop, right? You don't cut the middle out. That's what you do with donuts. That's why you get Timbits, right? Timbits are just the donut middles. Now I'm craving bagels.
And there's no public
I'm sorry,
phones
Cassie.
nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
Oh,
It's
she needs a
fine,
phone.
I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Good day, ma'am. Is everything all
Please
right?
don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
What's wrong with the phone line?
The manager was vague about it.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later.
Okay.
Ask God, maybe.
To let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them.
They're missing?
I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
A little missing persons puzzle might just be the thing to take your mind off the hangover.
Has your husband gone missing? This sounds more like a side thing. I need to take care of my main thing. No. Let's ask about the husband. I'm worried about her.
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. But you have more important things to worry about.
What is this expedition your husband was on? So your husband is some kind of scientist. Tell me more about Morel, looks, character, your relationship. What is this expedition your husband was on? In the US, they sell bagel holes in separate stores. Oh, really? I don't know, whenever I see people, like, baking bagels from scratch, they always roll out, like, loops, or they roll out, you know, the thing of dough, and then they close it to form a loop. Microgreens? No, that sounds like a drug. No, it's just hipster veggies that you use to garnish salads and stuff. Bagels are addicting. We do monetize donut holes, but I've never seen bagel holes. Get bagels tomorrow, send me a bagel in an envelope and you're forgiven. You don't want the bagels that I buy, Cassie. They're just the no-name brand. Packaged bagels in a pack of 5. I just buy them when they're on sale at the grocery store, and I eat one for lunch. And yeah, that's about it. They're not the greatest bagels.
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the waterlock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them?
The waterlock. That was broken. Could this be it?
Oh, they're stranded, maybe? The waterlock to the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck over there. Who is the scary person?
Sweetie.
Do you trust
It's
him?
nothing like Gary's as loyal as they come.
Okay.
I trust... Oh my. What happened to the waterlock?
Probably just some technical
Well,
problem.
whatever the cause, I'm thankful.
to both of you. You've spared me
Okay,
another
I'm glad we
sleepless
were able
night.
to comfort her a little
You're
bit.
welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you
Will
to
do.
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect. Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now.
And if you see him,
What is
let
so
him know
vanilla
Lena is
about a
waiting
murder
for him
investigation?
here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
If I see him, I'll let him know you're here when or if I get there. I've really spent too much time. No, help her.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
So he is some kind of
Oh,
scientist.
yes. A zoologist.
Cryptozoologist.
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
That's one opinion, yes. And people...
She's used to playing off such insults casually.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
The loop method for bagels was invented by Christian fundamentalists in the 19th century to hide the true nature of bagels. They are a subversive Dionysian food? What is Dionysian? Oh, relating to the god Dionysus. Kim is throwing so much shade. Yeah, he didn't mean to offend.
It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so... Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless. And frankly, many...
She's completely internalized her husband's struggles. They are her own.
That is the most supportive a wife can be. Tell me more about Morel. Maybe you should convince her to tell you more about some cool cryptids. +1 being less worried about husband.
Oh dear. I'm not sure where to begin.
What does he look like?
Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious.
You can't go around Revachol feeling grown men's hands. If you want to find her husband, it's always a challenge to describe the person you know best in the world.
That is a very true statement. Thank you, empathy. Why don't you try describing him as you would one of your cryptids?
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has long...
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins...
Thanks,
other
Kim.
thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds.
How long
we'll
have you
be
been married?
celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn.
Oh.
Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow.
How did the two of
By
you
a
meet?
dating agency, I'm ashamed to say.
Don't be ashamed.
I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident. We hit it off and, well...
She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out.
I hope I've been useful.
What about this rare insect?
Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
No, I want to hear about the insect. You're right, I don't have time for insect facts right now. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about something else. Kim probably doesn't want me to dig into this.
Of course, dear.
58%. Quick save.
Oh, hello, dear.
It's a
There you
white
are
check. I
again.
can retry it later. This is suggestion. Wait, let me change my clothes. I have some clothes that can increase suggestion, I think. Drama. Put on the tacky blue coat. +1 to indirect modes of taxation? What? Affluent moneymaker man. I don't know what that means. Conceptualization. Electrochemistry. Well, we don't have anything in gloves, we might as well. Oh, they match the jacket. Suggestion. Wait, why is it not showing? Do I have something that's minus suggestion right now? Reaction speed, rhetoric. Oh, I have to take off the shirt. Okay, there we go. Savoir-faire, electrochemistry. Now I can ask. I think, possibly, because we changed into a blue coat.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
83%. Yeah, I'm playing the game, I think. I'm playing the game right, I think.
You're an
Damn
enthusiastic
it!
idiot.
Are you serious?
But you're still an idiot.
These damn dice rolls. I want to know everything about... Shoot. I don't, though. I really don't. But damn it, we failed the roll.
We don't have time for Cryptozoology 101. Let's get back to work, shall we?
I know, Kim, I know. I just failed my dice roll, okay?
Can I help you?
To pay in advance my rent. For a hardcore playthrough, the streamer needs to change clothes to the same ones Harry's changing into. I don't have a blue trench coat, unfortunately. I also don't have fingerless gloves. I do have beanies, just not an orange one. Thinly sliced, you can see through them.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Forgot about the top button. Dang it, that's why I failed.
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
We still can't open
You
it.
see a heavy steel...
Dang it. I had an 80-something% chance. How could I fail?
Let me handle
Starter.
this. Detective disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are?
Her entire character has shifted. This young woman is cold as ice.
Why is she so mean to me now? Because she's near the Union, guys? You're the gardener. I knew you were not a gardener. I just wanted to know about the place before I check it out. That's normal. You're the gardener.
Yes, extremely normal. I'm not a gardener, by the way. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
Oh.
So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you? That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
Okay, jeez.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
What's your role in all this? What if I want to talk to you, not Titus? What are you going to do to me? Why are you so aggressive?
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems?
I just wanted to clarify. Why are you so mean?
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
And I just want to talk.
Just dock workers? Do dock workers spy on the police? We let you off easy, miss.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
In the Occident?
Fuck yeah.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
The world needs a financial buffer zone. No need to get emotional. The privatization is not unlawful. It's cool and cool and funny? Maybe you're just not historic individuals. I don't know where you heard that, but it's wrong. The RCM is principled and strong, unlike you socialists. Oh. I liked that. Good start. Let's take it a step further. Armed uprising. What are the Union's plans? Yeah, let's do that. Let's ask those questions. Oh my lord. The world needs a financial buffer zone. What do you mean by a what? What does financial buffer zone mean? This all sounds like I need to be smart to say it. Except for this one. Don't say this. Or this. This sounds like a threat.
Let's.
Don't say this.
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
Okay, I'll talk to Titus. Man, she was so nice to us. There's no need to be like that. It's a bowl. There's spit in it. Ew! No, that's gross. What's this? What is the window? Hawthorn bushes outside?
Behind the dock workers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Look out the window? It's not time yet. Mysterious door scene. Squint?
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside.
Okay.
This is where you say your bed.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Detective.
Don't say anything yet. First we need to talk about your attitude. Yeah, we need to... Oh, I can not talk to them yet. Some kind of internal dialogue told me to do it on my own terms, I believe. Okay, let's do this later. Let's listen to our internal dialogue.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something?
Do not let their squeals disturb your serenity. These are but simple peasants, sire.
Oh, we don't need to call them peasants. The chatter's too inane to reach your ears. Raise your chin and gaze into the distance like a prince. Oh, okay. I'm locked in, it seems. I can't just decide not to talk to them. I don't want to do this. This seems too pompous. Okay, we'll just ask them.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that won't.
You wanted some vigilantes.
You're sure taking your time, waiting for him to get ripe and pretty for you, huh?
Oh, he was a real pretty boy by now. Real hot stuff.
Time to go to work in the shit factory!
Easy, boys. These janitors have a hell of a job cut out for them. I mean, I wouldn't go in there for $1 million.
You might want to start asking your questions now.
These guys are so macho, they're ready to confess to first-degree murder. Ask if it was them. Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match.
Scan the room.
Starting from the right. Boot size 44.
Dang, I'm good at this.
In his 30s. Sitting on his right. Standard working boots. Size 45 or 46. Eldest in the room. Probably mid-50s. Across at the other table. Hobnailed working boots. Size 43. Gang tattoos. And then standard working boot. Steel reinforced toes. Size 46. The big dick. Wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips. Rugby cap. Fingerless gloves. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. In the far corner, standard working boot. Steel reinforced toes. Size 44. 40-something. Non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum?
What is a plectrum? Plectrum? A small tool used for plucking or strumming of a stringed instrument. Oh, it's a guitar pick. Where?
On his neck. Forget it. It's not important. Let's call this one the musician. Size 41, with the light step. Not a child, after all. An older man with a rat face. Me in the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy. Boot size 46. Deep marks. Probably carried the victim over. He, alone, is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you could easily in conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy.
One of them is missing the odd sole. Oh, the one with the smooth boot.
Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying.
The fuck is with you, fella?
Did you do it? I found 8. There's only 7. Let's go with this one first.
What are you talking about, madman? Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy?
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
This person Glenn wants to hire, he really respects her. She? So there's an 8th Hardy, and it's a Hardy girl? Who might it be?
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here.
It has to be good, if he won't let you pursue it. Looks like the lieutenant thinks so, too.
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a prop. You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you...
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
Did you do it? I don't know if we should ask this right now. This is very much an accusation, possibly. There's no way they're not gonna take this in a bad way. I'm going to take off now. Sylvie? Oh, they're being gross about women.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
Are you the Hardy girl?
Not.
You could be Liz. You could be anything.
Even Ahmad? Glenn, I went to law school.
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International.
He's right, you know, you're very pretty. Get a grip, she went to law school. Okay, let's change the topic. No, this is... Don't say this. This seems insulting too, don't say that.
Please, do.
It's not her. She's not a Hardy girl. Definitely.
Okay. That's that. What else can we interact with? This guy is still sitting here. He has not moved since last night. The drunk guy is gone, though. It says the same stuff. So I have a tape that I do need to buy the tape player for. Ooh. It is 1 a.m. Past 1 a.m. actually. I probably need to wrap it up. I do kind of want to keep playing because I want to know what happens next.
In the morning light, the white on blue police livery on the motor carriage cannot but catch your eye.
Why am I even thinking about this? Wasn't I supposed to...
Do something important? Something murder-related? This is a Caprice Canema. The Caprice Motor Corps followed with its air-cooled, Rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine driving the rear wheels through a 4-speed manual gearbox. The Kanema is able to reach 100 kilometers per hour in 13.5 seconds and go on to a top speed of 180 kilometers. The high center of balance is offset by a large battery bank mounted at the bottom of the cabin, feeding all the auxiliary systems and making
this
the Kanema
tech talk is really rubbing me the right way here. Turn your attention to the motor carriage.
Even at a standstill, the unibody Caprice Kanema looks sleek and dynamic. Someone has waxed it recently.
Kim takes good care of his car. That machine really puts the loco back in locomotion. Very cool. I don't like your machine, Lieutenant. Looks impractical. A motor carriage, one of many. Complimented.
You want to take a closer look?
What's it packing there? A fine machine. Okay, let's move. A fine machine.
Yes. An extraordinary machine.
It's
He
nice
really
and all,
likes
but
his car.
why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot.
You need to slam it, Kim. Make it more imposing. Ever thought about switching to helium headlights? Enough about the details.
Actually, I have a pair at home. Just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballast first.
If we ever get this case solved, maybe we can do it together. Sounds like a hassle, but good luck. I do want to say this, but this is more accurate. I am not at all a car person. I really very much just care about the most basic of basic maintenance and making sure a car is safe to drive and can get me from point A to point B. This most infamous is the car person, not me. But I want to bond with Kim, I really do. I want to bond with him.
Maybe. Yes, definitely, maybe.
He wants to be my friend. I'm like giddy.
130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
What's that, a 7? I have no idea what the fudge I'm talking about, but I guess the detective does. Mama's serving some serious macaroni.
7.2. Supercharged.
He's a car nerd. He. This is your higher interfacing talking. You didn't get this earlier because interfacing was lower. Oh. Thank you, Miss Chief. Cars have speed, and cars can run on alcohol. 7-liter V12 is very fast. Thanks, most infamous.
Saying these words brings him immense joy.
Yay, I'm glad Kim is happy. I want him to be happy. Okay. I think we gotta wrap it up here, because it is late.